The stream, she is begin. Hello,
Hey.
welcome to Internet TV show. Hello.
We are Internet TV stars.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dork Tales. I am your intrepid host, Kelly, and these are my players. Starting at my right, we have...
Hi, I'm Winter. I'm playing Mars, the Tiefling Rogue.
But
Hi, I'm Mike, and I am playing Zeno, our half-elf ranger.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm playing Jassen, the elven monk.
And tonight we have a special guest appearance by...
Krista, I will be playing Llewellyn Blossom.
All right, so tonight you may notice that the cast looks a little different than normal.
Two of them.
Show up and wreck the place.
That's really true. So, because of some scheduling, we're doing a split party game, which, you know, because you should always split the party is what I understand. And let's try not to kick this post.
Will do.
Okay. Sorry. There we go. Everybody's nice and happy now.
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome. This is Dork Tales. This is generic fantasy setting number 17735. This is a homebrewed setting that we create as we go, and it's kind of fun for that reason because we don't actually know a lot about the world beyond a certain point. This is our 16th episode, and yeah, right?
16th?
16th.
Wow.
Of which 14 are available online because I have been really lazy and haven't edited the first two that were shot on like static video, not streamed. And the story up until now is that once upon a time in the subcontinent of Thestral, a young girl was convinced by a band of roving explorers to raid a tomb that happened to belong to the earth goddess Nirn, who is also known as the goddess of darkness, evil, ambition, all of those things. The girl stole a gem out of the center third eye of the statue of Nirn's forehead, known as the Eye of Nirn. The gem shattered, and when she woke up, she was cursed into the body of a tiefling, which in this world are known as servants of darkness. Unlike ASMR, which are servants of like all the cool stuff, which you haven't met one of those yet, but I'm sure you'll be best friends when that happens. So in the meanwhile, she decided, oh no, I need to get this cured. Her village basically threw her out on her butt, and she started traveling looking for someone who could remove this curse. On her quest, she came across a pair of adventurers who are not here tonight. Tia Armstrong, the half-orc warrior turned druid, and Malia Sunsworn, a hill dwarf who follows the goddess Nirn's twin sister Vela, the goddess of sky and storms. They also came across a wood elf monk from one of the mountain ranges down there, who is basically Avatar Aang. Let's be honest. And then he was, as soon as he showed up, basically 2 sessions later, he was swept away by giant eagles, because as we know, giant eagles are the fantasy world equivalent of Uber. After that, they replaced the full elf with a half elf in the form of Zeno Rightwing, Xenophrian Rightwing.
Xenophrapher, right?
Oh, Xenophrapher, sorry. Who was a noble on a quest to reclaim his honor by reclaiming the part of the dragon-slaying sword that his grandfather lost?
Yes.
Yeah. So they traveled for a bit and picked up the 5th member of the party, a dragon-born that turned out to be an actual dragon named Ferret, who had been encased in amber inside of an ancient temple for about 13,000 years. Together, they form Captain Planet and continue to head up. Now, they've had a number of adventures. They've prevented an evil mechanical spider from taking over a town of gnomes that holds rock concerts every year. Met someone named Triance. They have unclogged a drain, saved sea turtles, fought so many yetis that it's not even funny, and have made their way north along the Cold Road, which is adjacent to a giant cleft in the ground left by a god fight from about 5,000-10,000 years ago, to a place called Dog Run Bridge, which is the southernmost of the 3 bridges that connect this bisected continent, as they are working their way to the mainland, and the Tower of Edagon the Wise, the wizard who can hopefully turn you back into a healthier shade of purple, which is like peach. However, they didn't get very far. As soon as they showed up in Dogrun Bridge, they were in the center of political strife and turmoil, because it turns out that there is a minor civil war brewing. A halfling group called the Fast Cloud seeks to unseat the jarl, a dwarven paladin, and they've almost done so. The bridge and its magical barrier have been bisected, so that basically the south side of the bridge and the north side of the bridge, or east and west, depending on where you're facing, the same damn thing, are controlled. Basically the left side by the jarl, the right side by the occupying forces, who may or may not be conspiring with a noble house from the mainland. It's very political. I'll do a chart later. So, at the end of last game, you guys spent 3.5 hours shopping, and I blew through about 70 different accents.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got your nipples pierced.
Yeah.
And you bought a bunch of jewelry. No.
I also got lingerie.
You also got lingerie.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm assuming you're going to try to sleep your way through trouble. You also chased down that assassin.
Yeah.
That you interfered with an assassin at the beginning of your stay in this city that was trying to kill a town seneschal. And
Got blamed for it.
you got blamed for it because, tieflings. And then as you hunted down the assassin, you found out that it was being controlled by its master, which turned out to be a little black kitty cat named Dendara, which I really hope you guys don't pick a fight with, because I think Dendara would kick your ass.
Most likely.
Like Dendara's. So we ended last game with Jassen having noticed that they were moving through town and being stalked by a halfling. Him holding back, grabbing the halfling and being like, "Tell me who you are," but more like, "Hey, tell me who you are."
Sup, bub?
Because sup, let's be friends. At which point the halfling, which did you get his name?
No, we did not.
You did not get his name.
No, you were going to meet him
We're going to
at the...
Long drop.
Alright. His name is not Ozark, because that's apparently... There's a name generator on the inside of the screen, and I looked and it was Ozark, and I'm like, no, I'm from the Ozarks, let's not do that. We're gonna go with... Eljen. Yeah, his name's Eljen. That's a good halfling name. Eljen Merriweather. Because halflings are hobbits. Let's not lie. Alright, so we're going to jump right into game right now. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll be checking back at scene breaks to see what the chat's up to. So besides that, feel free to leave us love letters or hate mail. I don't really care. I won't read it. Okay. Let me put on some spicy music. And Amy, if you were in the chat right now...
She is.
Cool. Our other person, one of our other players who has also acted as a producer a couple times. I'm just gonna do a sound test real quick. So if you are listening, tell me if this cuts out. We were messing with some of our sound modes.
Person that I follow.
Hey, Falmoral Moonblight. Moonblight is the best name. Second best name. There's a better one.
I got that one at least.
Okay.
Do that printout with you?
Yes, I do have, so where the hell is it? That's Market Stalls. Sorry guys, I just gotta get Krista her notes, because she's got an entire political situation to understand. It's somewhere. Just pictures of Vancouver for the other game.
It's all crossing over.
It's all...
Oh, barriers are falling.
I actually think you guys did really good for that Hunger game.
Yeah, you enjoyed that? Did you like the maggots?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta make this gross. I gotta make this so gross that they feel like it's gross.
Like you're crawling in gross.
Well, it's when you get play so many World of Darkness games, it's hard to get a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I gotta make this feel like the first time.
Amy, can you hear the music that's playing?
Or is it doing? Hey, it's my Chiliot. Or is it doing that weird cutout thing? Potential Jassen items, Yeti. Well, shit. Where? Oh, you know what, Mike? Can
Yes.
you go into the den and grab my backpack? I think the notes are still in it. Unless it's right here. Is it? Oh, yeah, never mind.
Success.
Never mind. I put them in my notebook. I missed you.
I
I
cried.
missed you too.
I'll hit you eventually. But your AC's so damn high.
It's not cutting out.
Perfect. And is it okay volume? Or it should be louder?
I'm just breathing.
I thought you were doing the flare shot.
A bit quiet.
Alright. Of course, the song ends the second I try to test it. Hold on.
Hi, Renee.
It's a loop.
Yeah, I've got it on loop one right now. Okay, just message if it's bad. We've got you on the TV. Alright, so as you're going through town, making your way to the Long Drop, that nefarious pub down in South Dog Run, you're making your way through, and that's when you're with Ferret and Tia and Malia. You have a quick talk. Ferret wants to go to the library, and Tia and Malia are going to investigate the missing workers on the sewer, as per the Jarl's request. With a brief plan to meet up later in that night, and Malia and Tia making you swear that they have first access to the shower back in the hotel because sewers, and probably, no offense, giving you some crap about not going with them. Okay, puns. You make your way to the Long Drop, and I really wish that I could bypass copyright and play Tom Waits' Little Drop of Poison. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna play Kevin. That's a little too much. Hold on.
Yeah.
Really intense.
Tiny bit louder would be okay, but it's not bad.
You make your way down to the Long Drop. Now,
Sweet home.
the cobblestones click under your feet as you walk, and you find that there are several signs that say "This way to the Long Drop." A crooked sign nailed into the side of a brick wall leads you down a winding alleyway. Ancient, dilapidated buildings ooze like they're made of honeycomb into the darkness of the alley, lit only every 30 feet by these flickering yellow-red lanterns. You round another corner and see that there's another sign that says, "This way to the Long Drop," with an arrow pointing down and a ladder that takes you down a full level of the 6 levels of Dog Run Bridge. You move from the 3rd level down to the 2nd. Barely better than the slimy place where you found that shrine to Nern. And there at the bottom you'll see it. The Long Drop. The last drop?
Long
Long
drop.
Drop.
Long Drop. I always get them mixed up. The Long Drop is there, situated, built in an outcropping of natural stone that's had bits of its foundation basically glued to the side of the mountain. It hangs over like a pimple on the side of the earth scar. And inside you can already hear raucous noise. Ooh, I can do that actually. I can mix sounds.
Ooh.
I know, I'm fancy. We don't even have our soundboard set up yet. Let's see, Rocket Tabletop Audio, Raucous Pub, let's go! Okay, that was your getting to the pub music. I decided.
Good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty damn good, actually.
The shopping music will forever be my favorite.
You make your way into the front door. And as you do, a stout halfling wades out. He must weigh as much as any one of you, but folded in half, his guts spilling over his belt like a pillow. He looks up at you as red-faced as a robin's ass. What are you doing here tonight with me? And pushes past you. Inside, you can hear there's a bit of a raucous. The place is small, maybe 30 feet by 20 feet, with a large bar nailed against the wall. The bar itself is only about 2 feet tall.
I remember this place. I might have been here before.
Can we fit in here?
You. The ceiling is a nice, drafty 5.5 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
So your horns make a terrible... I don't have anything that can make the noise. Hold on, I got it.
Like the nails and chalkboard sound
It's basically like...
as they grind across the stone.
And as you do, you step inside. It goes quiet as all of the halfling patrons and a couple of dwarves turn and look at you. One bewildered half-orc that you remember from the bed and breakfast is sitting in here drinking out of a teacup.
Oh, I don't remember his name.
My word!
Oh no. I think I may have been here before.
They take one long look at you
Oh god, Zeno is 6'5".
and then go back to their drinking.
He's a foot tall.
Now,
Whatever I did here last time, I am super sorry.
Would have been avoided if you hadn't done it in the first place.
Now, looking around, you can see that there are quite a number of people in here. Despite this only being a tiny 600 square feet, there are probably close to 100 people in here. Now, can I get an... Give me an insight roll to kind of get the vibe of the room, if you don't mind.
That's me.
All right. These are, you know what? These are your kind of people. You grew up, actually, better than anyone else here. You know these people for one important reason. Looking down at them, you can see that these halflings, and a couple of dwarves, of course, they have bits of mining dust and little bits of gem residue on their fingers. Especially the dwarves, it looks like they were doing gem cutting. And there's a tiny, just the barest trace, that smell more than anything, of gem dust. And with that, you can think, emeralds. I smell emeralds. Only a rogue can smell treasure.
I got 9.
9?
I got 11.
11? So it looks like common folk. These are nice working people. It's some type of poor joke that you're too rich to understand.
Oh, Julia, I wish you were watching this. I'm gonna make you watch that line though.
And looking around, you know exactly where to go. There, that back corner with the hooded figure sitting and talking, which honestly in a normal tavern would look so much better, but here it kind of looks like you're going into like a junior high school LARP. All of these 3-foot tall people sitting and going, yes, of course, my magic missile. It brings all the girls to the yard.
I walk up.
All right. So walking up to that table, you can see that there are 2 halflings sitting there. One of them has his hood drawn up, and you can see that it's the one... Actually, you didn't see him before.
No, but...
But as she walks up, she somehow walks directly up to the man that you spoke with earlier, who's sitting at the back eating what looks like a very tough bird of some kind, probably a pigeon, and is sitting there eating with a knife and like a tine. He looks up as she approaches, and he's sitting with another person. Now, he himself is a halfling with ruddy black hair, kind of mussed up. I forget what he looked like last time, but this is what he looks like this time. He's got a hood over his slightly bent ears, and looks like he has been in a couple of fights in his day. His nose has been busted at one point. But besides that, he's cutesy in that kind of like, if you punch Tom Holland in the face a couple times, cutesy.
Okay.
Do you need another pillow, Winter?
No, I'm just uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry. And he is sitting with another person.
Another person, okay.
Would you like to describe yourself, Rowan?
Yeah.
Woman?
No, Lil.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn. I'm awful with
Well, my first Dork character's name is Llewellyn.
Hooray!
nerd.
You'll remember. Yes, so Llewellyn is a... Are they stout halflings? That's what they're
I don't know.
called, right?
Tell me.
Well, there's the types, Lightfoot, and I think it's stout.
They are stout. But
Okay.
is that what
Yes.
they're called in generic? We haven't had one yet.
I don't know. She is a stout-looking halfling, almost like a dwarf. Like
She's thick.
Yeah, exactly. She's like
THICC.
yeah. If she had the sideburns, she'd be a dwarf. But she is very earth tones and like grays and browns and lots of layers and things like that. There's a staff leaning up against the wall. She does have a little circlet of flowers, and then a couple of bags and a big stack of books next to her.
Don't mind her. I know she looks like trouble. She usually is trouble, but the bark is worse than the bite.
I think she is trouble. But then again, so are we. He'll smile, kind of lean back in his hood like he's a big man, you know?
So this time you weren't followed, right?
By you.
Oh, yeah, but other than me.
Followed?
Why would you think I was followed? No, I never followed. No one looks at me.
No, we weren't followed.
Okay.
You followed?
No, I was the one followed.
Well, grab a seat or a knee or whatever you tallings do.
I'll sit cross-legged.
Yeah, because right now I'm like this in here because I'm a full foot taller than the ceiling, so I'm just like, okay, and I'm just gonna go on the floor.
All right.
Down to the floor.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Same thing.
Same thing. So as you do that,
I'm still probably taller than most of the patrons.
the tavern girl comes up to you, and for a halfling, she is stacked. Her little halfling boobs are basically pressed up to her neck in that over-the-top servant girl style. Her hair is a shock white, kind of that nice platinum blonde. You used to have that hair. And walks up to you. Oh, hello, how are you doing there? What can I get for you?
I think
Not what you had last time, whatever that was.
I'll just have some ale this time, please.
What kind of ale would you like? I've got plenty of ale.
Something light for him.
Yes, I suppose we'll start early. No, start late, sorry.
Well, is it early or light? Which would you like?
Oh, they have both.
Light.
This is the long drop. We've got 42 different ales on tap, as well as some pilsners.
Yes, let's start with a light ale.
And let's not forget our IPAs, our Odyssean Pale Ales. All the way from Eurydice.
Maybe later. Just a light ale right now.
Light ale, and anything for the lady.
Something fruity.
Right. Another one.
I feel like peaches.
Another one? Yeah. Please. Peaches.
Peaches.
I'll see what I can do for you.
Oh, was I here before? Did I leave some of my stuff behind by any chance?
She scratches her beard.
Yes, and if you left stuff here, it's probably still not here.
What that part's
I-
more fine, but from the looks
What's
I
your
got
name?
Jassen. I may have been terribly drunk.
Would you be Jassen the Great and Powerful?
Excuse me?
That might.
Possibly.
I heard there was an elf of your ilk came through here, claiming to be great and powerful and a master of the martial arts. He picked a fight.
It's definitely not him.
He picked a fight with that rock wall. You can see there's a big bloody stain on the rock wall. I'm not sure if he lost or won.
That sounds like something you would have done.
You know, I normally don't start the fights.
Maybe the rock talked bad to you.
Maybe.
Aye, the rock said quite a few things about your mother, as far as I understand.
That would have started it. That totally would have started it.
Oh, do we get inspiration, Kelly?
Oh, I apologize. Yeah.
Before we try and spend it and don't have it.
There you go. And what?
Got it.
All right. Sorry for those of you listening at home. I forgot to hand out the inspiration coins. Can you pass one of those to Ryan, please? Inspiration. Well, I'll bring you back your food in just a moment. Please enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
And she'll wander off. Great. Now that we're alone. My name's Eljen, and this is my associate.
Llewellyn.
Nice to meet you, Llewellyn.
We're, we'll have to speak quietly, so that they can't hear us. You never know when there are spies afoot, especially them. He'll shoot a look across the bar at the two dwarves who are drinking at the pub. down at the actual bar, you can hear them chuckle.
Ah, and then I said, I just cut the stone this way. You can't cut the stone that way, you have to cut it in a princess cut.
Yeah. Yeah, as they are.
And you are?
They're the ones I was telling you about.
They have names.
Damned if I know. Do you have names?
So
Yes.
you're following us, but you don't even know who we are.
I know who you are. I'm giving you the chance to be polite and introduce yourselves.
Anyways, as the
This is
waitress,
Jassen
not
the Great.
bartender, said, I'm Jassen. Apparently a fighter of walls.
Zeno.
And I'm Mars.
Where are the other two? 3.
They're off doing some other stuff.
See. Now this could be complicated then.
What could be complicated? I thought you were going to fill us in on the story.
Talking to the jarl. I don't trust them.
They were in jail. They were with Marjen.
Not to say we are vagabonds, but I do believe Marjen when she told me she was innocent.
Wrong being a vagabond. But you're a good vagabond. Talk down to people, Mr.
Look, whether or not you're the tiefling that worked against the jarl and worked with the fast cloud, I'm hoping that you're willing to join forces as well.
I'll look around the table and like, what else do I see?
You can see there's a bunch of food on the table, and as well as a candle that's burned down almost to the last inch. It's very dim in this corner and flickering. And the people are giving the table a bit of space. You'll also notice that there is a single, almost like a medallion that's laid on the edge of the table. And it's the shape of, it's kind of a bar that runs across the center circle of the medallion. Like, almost like a bar with a diamond in the middle. Almost shaped like the bridge. Diamond shape. It's actually just like pewter. And around it you can see little etchwork that kind of looks like mist. It looks like a guild symbol. And occasionally you see some of the other halflings nod, look at it, and give one of those kind of nods to the two at the table, like one of those, like you're honking at a bumper sticker kind of looks. I support what you're showing off. With that insight roll, I'm going to just carry it over and say that looks like the symbol of the fast cloud.
And I would have seen that before, possibly.
Yeah, you've seen stuff like that cloud symbol painted on walls around here. You didn't really connect it until now, though.
Winter, did you take down the name of the assassin?
Oh, the one that was named in Dark.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Now, you said you'd be able to fill us in a bit more on to what's happening, what's going on, and that you had some proof that Marjen is innocent and didn't kill the Jarl's brother.
Yeah, I have proof. Llewellyn's the proof. She was there.
Yeah, it wasn't her. It wasn't her at all. She wasn't even in the room.
But go on then, tell us the story. You don't have to be alone.
But it was a huge battle up in the Jarl's quarters, and it was hectic. But we had barely even made it to where the Jarl was. We were dealing with the guards, and then there was this awful scream, and we went rushing in, and Marjen was one of the first ones in, but she hadn't been in when the scream happened. It was the Jarl. She killed her own brother.
And she's going to die for it, too. Just because she's a symbol.
So she's one of your community leaders, I guess, someone of everyone looks up to. It's
Kind of.
okay.
I think it's because of Aaron.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, they couldn't get their hands on Aaron, so they took the next best thing.
Yeah.
His fiance.
Who's Aaron?
Aaron Cotton. The leader of the Fast Cloud.
Oh.
He and Marjen were to be wed in the spring.
That's not good for her.
So obviously they're just
I mean,
hoping...
that's good for her. Weddings are great, but the
Yeah, if she survives to it.
yeah.
And Aaron can be a little tempestuous sometimes, so I think they're just hoping that he'll blow his top and just rush in there.
Which he would do if the border wasn't up.
So he's on the other side of the border.
Yeah, along with all of our supporters. There may be half a dozen of us over here now that aren't in jail. Which I'm hoping you three are brave enough to help us fix.
And you said the Jarl's brother was on your side.
Crag was a good man. He saw what the Jarl was doing to Dog Run Bridge and wanted to stop it.
What was the... unless you guys have been here longer than I thought, but what has been happening?
I've been here, I'm 41 years old.
Oh, I meant then, but I have no idea what the Jarl's been doing to the town.
The Jarl's been using us as fodder to build her stupid highway. Just because, like, the town itself was not doing well, and we finally got into mining, and there was a bit of a boom, but instead the Jarl decided to just push that towards breaking into the mountains and wanted it done fast, and she's been throwing us there and like just treating us like we're not even humans, and it's getting worse and worse and worse as she's been pushing harder and harder and harder, and her brother finally stood up to her. She killed him for it.
It's been bad. Basically, if you can't afford to pay taxes, you work it off. You work it off in either the mines or in the highway. I don't know if you know, but that mountain range is full of giants and rocks and ogres and all other sorts of beasties. And I don't know about you. Poor kids from the sewer areas of Dog Run really aren't very good at taking an axe to a giant.
That's fair. That's fair.
Crag did what he could. He used to go out and guard. Jarl did too in the beginning.
Expensive. Lives apparently weren't worth it.
And then the Claywin showed up. They offered all the manpower to help finish the road. That was it. Let him take across the bridge, fix whatever was happening up in Drake Hall, and then go. When their little battle was over, they were going to send troops, and as the troops were coming through here, they were going to spend a lot of money, and we would have. They weren't going to occupy the place; they were just going to walk through it to join with the Margrave on the other side of the bridge.
They're also proud that the Margrave have anything.
Just because the Margrave wants the bridge for himself. But no, of course, the Jarl and the Margrave can't get along.
So we die for it.
And yet, the Margrave has no problem making friends with the Jarl of Griffin's Peak. Griffin's Peak Bridge welcomed them across with open arms. Now, why is that? Griffin's Peak has more money, it has more people, it has more prestige, and yet they're willing to allow the Margrave to do his freaking job. His freaking job is to defend things. Sorry, we get a little heated. Can I get everybody here, if you you already know this, but if you'd like to make me a history roll, I can fill you in on a couple of other details. Mike, I'm going to say you have advantage on this because of your background.
13.
What'd you get? 2. 13 total.
13.
12? Alright, so you guys know what a Margrave is, first of all, right? So a Margrave is a regional lord that is basically about equivalent to a marquis, except when it comes, they're specifically positioned to guard borders. In the day-to-day life, they're about on par with a marquis, super low nobility, unless there's an invading force, at which point they get bumped up significantly and can make executive decisions. Right, they're kind of a supervisor for an area. Drake Hall, so if we're looking at the map of Thestral, You're from down here, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're from down in Avocara. And then there's Ashwood, where Amy's from, where Christine's from. And then there's Griffin's Peak Bridge, way up north, the second of the 3 bridges. Drake Hall is the bridge, is the town that's connected right there. And he just said there's apparently some massive undertaking at Drake Hall. Drake Hall being this continent's equivalent of Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep. Like, it's big city. This is like the New York, the Vancouver, well, not Vancouver, the Toronto of that area, right? The LA. And there's some giant problem where it would basically be the equivalent of, say it is Vancouver, and then you have people from like LA coming up to like problem solve. Like, this isn't even your jurisdiction you're kicking in the door. What the hell? So you don't know enough with those 2 roles to know what is going on, but you know that that's weird. That's like foreign aid coming in to the wealthiest city on your landmass.
Okay.
Ooh, I found my kinku.
So what is happening up there?
I don't know. I mean, you could double back around.
I guess.
As far as, I mean, what have you heard? Actually, let's find out what we've heard. Roll I got a 10. Hey!
15.
You've heard the usual stories. An ancient evil awakening.
This isn't in my notes, is it?
No, it's not. I didn't want it to accidentally be dropped without a roll.
There you go.
Some ancient evil awoke out of like an ancient tomb or something like
Sounds
that.
like they asked. Asked them in.
No, it seems like the entire area has been taken over by this evil force, and that there's been like, you've heard of strange supernatural occurrences in the area, like a plague of magic sweeping across the land, like that. You know, typical fantasy stuff.
Exactly.
You know, it's like Tuesday here.
There's some kind of magic that happened, and the Margrave went up to help, and the Claywinds are trying to help as well. They're trying to pincer in from behind. That's why they wanted to cross the bridge. So not only is the Jarl denying us the help, they're also denying this other town and the hundreds and maybe thousands of people that live there, like, just denying them help. She's just so stuck up in her own head.
Which is why we need your help. The Fast Cloud needs to get broken out, and we need to save Marjen before she goes on trial tomorrow, because as soon as the gavel hits, so will the axe. And she's an innocent woman.
The Jarl didn't tell us why the army wanted to cross, just that she wasn't going to allow an army to cross.
Of course she didn't. She just wanted to look bad.
Yeah,
Ancient.
what was it that she said? No army has ever crossed Dogrun Bridge, and no army ever will.
Let's talk of magics. Oh, that has me worried. That has me worried.
Should have everyone worried.
I'm worried. I'm always worried. Are you willing to help? If we get enough people free of the Fast Cloud, we might be able to find a way to drop the border, and then we can do as peaceful of an overthrowing as possible. We don't want people to die. That's why we're doing this.
Well, that part is good.
So you need us to do a jailbreak?
That's what you're planning, is to do a jailbreak tonight.
Yeah, and I heard that you had a really good thief, and a really good archer, and someone who's really good at punching walls.
A lot of walls in a jail.
That's true. There's at least 4 walls.
I mean, at least 4. At least 4.
How many walls do you think you can beat up in a night?
How much have I had to drink?
How much do you need?
And then as you say that, you get your drink sat down. Compliments of the house, laugh. And 4 bowls of stew are also placed down.
Oh, nice.
One in front of you. And I've already been eating, so Eljen smiles and tips are for you. It's on me.
Oh, that's generous.
No, what's generous is hopefully your agreement.
And sharing my cheesecake with you.
Cheesecake?
Remember on the walk when you were trying to follow us and then I was following you?
That was really good cheesecake. The lines in Uncle Tetsu's are really long. Have you ever read any of that?
I went through 4 books reading 9.
It was really good.
It was. Definitely worth it.
I just couldn't.
Alright. So, from being in jail, you probably scoping it out, are there any patterns that the guards have? Shift changes? Or what can you tell us that we can work with?
Holy shit, I got a nat 20 on my roll to see what I did. Well, what I can
pull
tell
out the
you...
schedules.
And then suddenly it's Ocean's 11. You know? Welcome to Eljen's 11. Oh, it's perfect. You know what? That's the name of this session.
11.
11 fingers.
Alright, so here's the scope. What it looks like is... And he'll pull out diagrams. You can pull out those maps now, Ryan. Alright, and just you can open it up completely.
Roll time for me.
What's that?
That's a roll time for me.
That was really, really damn good. The guardhouse is 2 floors. Okay, Mike, can I get you to do me a big favor, buddy?
Of course.
Can you open that closet, and then there's a small box on the shelf that is parallel with the light. It has all the laser pointers in it. Yeah! Give me that laser pointer.
Oh, you know I got you.
And give one to a winter ink as well.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Thanks, up.
So he'll pull out a surprisingly intricate sketch of the guardhouse. All right, as you can see here, there's a front door as well as a storage unit off to the side. Above it is the balcony into the captain's quarters. There's a stairwell to the side that goes to the 2nd floor. As soon as you walk in here, there's the check-in desk that you were checked in at. And then past it takes you down the stairs there. As you can see, so you walk in the front door, there's the check-in desk downstairs. Okay, that takes you into the basement. There's also a back door that you can go in through. Just off to the side here that I forgot to draw on the map, but it's right there. Someone draw that on the map for me. It's right there. We don't want to be surprised. Yeah, right there. Okay. This is a thoroughfare where they would normally take their donkeys and horses and things, and these are the kennels for the working dogs. So I would probably avoid going in that way. The side stairwell goes up here, and as far as I can tell, these are bunk rooms right here, and this is the armory. Now, the important thing is when you get down into the cellar, which you are, or pardon me, the dungeon, I guess, which is a stairwell that curves off to the side and then opens to a room with the guards, a circular guard table where they're usually playing poker or something like that, and then 8 cells, 3 on one side, 5 on the other. You spent a long time in there already. You know how it's pretty dingy, but it's stone. So if you don't make too much noise in the basement, you should be able to, if you sneak in, not alert the captain, who unfortunately has decided to stay all night. As far as I can tell, there are between 8 and 10 guards, including the captain. There may also be, depending on whether or not he's still there, a cleric of Arcaris giving last rites to and trying to convince them to give a confession down in the dungeon.
So, here's the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Where's the entrance to the dungeon?
It's that stairwell right there. I don't know how to draw stairs.
Okay, so that goes downstairs.
This is the most useful NPC ever that I've ever played as a player. I just don't know how to draw stairs as a character. It's fine. It's not that the DM's deficient.
So, where are the stairs to go up?
They're on the outside. So that actually is beneficial. Because you have to go outside to go up, as you can see here.
Ah. Okay.
See, there's that door I forgot about.
Okay, so... And that's the...
Dining area, I guess, or their meeting area or something. There's a chimney that's running pretty much full time down there, down there, and it pipes up through the 2nd floor as well. I would suggest, like, if it were summer, that would be a good entry point as well. but it ain't summer. So what I figured was they usually have a shift change around midnight. I could slow down that shift change. Or I could at least prevent anybody else from checking in by causing some disturbances around town.
Yeah,
I thought...
get more people out. That would be useful. Yes, yeah.
And then Llewellyn can go in with you. She's pretty great.
Oh, thanks.
Uh-huh.
I'm practicing.
So if you get people out, there shouldn't be anyone at the check-in desk.
I'm gonna do my best. I got some rotten eggs waiting.
How many do we need to get out?
Many as you think you can handle, I guess.
How many were there?
He said between 8 and 10.
Including Marjen?
Oh, sorry. How many prisoners? There were 6 in one cell. 6 halflings crammed into a cell. Marjen was in her own cell. There was that weird tattooed monk-looking guy, Paulo Tang, as well as... did they send the Kenku back? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I think the Kenku got released.
Did he get released, or was he going to stay in the cell until they...
He had some kind of punishment.
He's not in there.
I thought it was community service or something.
Yeah, one of them got community service.
The community service was Gilly. That's the other librarian.
Oh, yes, that's right.
She was released.
She was released.
She was released, yeah. She just got fined heavily and had to do community service.
Yeah, I know the Kenku admitted to his crimes.
As much as Kenkus ever do admit to crimes. Okay, so there's at least 8 people that need to be rescued from down there, and who knows how many others have been thrown in there since. But the thing is, there's only maybe 20, 25 guards left on this side. If we have a dozen members of the Fast Cloud, and you, we can probably bring down that barrier. Open the border.
Do you know how the barrier was erected? The Jarl said she erected it, not how though. I mean, it looks magic. I don't think I can punch my way through that.
No, I wouldn't try either. I wouldn't try to teleport through it.
You come in?
We would probably need to break into her chambers, and there's a medallion that she has that opens it.
Oh.
That might be a bigger thing.
Well, at least if we get everyone out, they can't execute any innocent people.
Is this something you're willing to do? I don't want to make you... I'm not going to ask you to do anything against your wishes. That's not what we're here for.
Just need your help.
I can say I believed your friend when she said she was innocent, and the Jarl was definitely lying when she blamed her. I could tell that. And she's...
Was she, though? No, because you're not... That was hours ago.
Okay.
However, I noticed that nobody's doing checks to see if these two are lying.
Can I do a check?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Let's just...
Jassen's too trusty at this point because it fits with his story.
that is insight. All right.
9.
Yep. 9?
9.
You know what? Was that?
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Nat 20s aren't auto on skills, but...
That's true. Oh, this was insight?
You know what? So what I'll tell you is... I'll write this on an index card. Passing notes.
So it's a 23 total.
I got 18.
Okay. I will pass this to you, and then pass it to Ryan when you've read it.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
To you, you definitely... You're not so sure about her, but you can tell that he staunchly believes everything he's saying. Eljen believes everything.
Is that in reference to this? That's something I was supposed to do.
So go ahead and make that roll right now. Oh, damn. Okay. So I'll allow you to do it if that scene ever gets brought up again.
Okay.
I have one other concern I'd like to bring up before we agree to anything.
Okay.
I am looking for an individual. A Falmerel Blight Moon Blight.
Which one is it? Is it Moonblight or Blight Moon?
Moonblight.
Moon Blight.
I know some Blight Moons. They're not very nice dwarves.
This one is an elf.
Oh, then it would be Moonblight. I killed Krista.
Stop it! Stop killing me!
No, it's fun. What? Did she owe you money?
She caused me some pain, and I'd like to return the favor. She also,
That's rough, buddy.
when we saw her,
Isn't she the one trying to assassinate
she
people?
was trying to assassinate someone, and she specifically said the fast cloud sends its regards.
Oh,
Are you the guys the type to hire assassins to murder random people?
I wouldn't. I mean, it.
But what about the other? You said there's like a half dozen of you left. And there was kind of a rather grim fellow in the jail too. Kind of gave me pause.
I know that I didn't do it, and I'm pretty sure you didn't do it. But these are desperate times. I wouldn't know.
All right.
But I'm sure that if hell, go release the Fast Cloud members inside the jail and ask them. Maybe one of them did it, but I doubt it. It seems.
I'm sure they were
Who
in
was
jail
it?
longer than me. It was the assassin?
No, the
It
guy.
was one of the Jarls.
Oh,
What was the word?
Seneschal.
One of the Jarl's seneschals.
that's who they tried to assassinate.
And when we intercepted, and I got blamed for it.
Oh, well, if
For
it
being like a tiefling.
you are a tiefling.
The tiefling.
Well,
What was that?
that sounds frustrating.
You know anything about that? You're a tiefling?
I met her. You're not much like her. She's much redder. And last time I saw her, it was yeah, it was during the.
During the coup, she was there. She's helping her and her group.
Helping.
With the coup.
You can make that insight roll again, Krista.
No.
That was from your and the. From your stories, she doesn't sound like the
There's something there, though.
charitable type, the altruistic
You know what?
type.
I'm gonna give you inspiration on that. Unless you mind. Yeah, reroll.
Ooh,
That's
that
just enough.
Just does it.
Okay, so you might remember something then.
Well, I mean, she was there, and then she wasn't for a while.
Yeah,
But-
she's a slippery type.
Oh, I know.
Is that just a thing with tieflings, or are you just really good at shadow work? That's what I've heard.
She wasn't originally a tiefling.
No, she wasn't. But he doesn't know that. You weren't originally a tiefling? How does that happen? What were you before? Don't tell me.
A troublemaker.
Were you a half-elf?
Ew, no.
Half-orc?
Oh,
Half-dwarf?
no. Half nothing. I was a
Halfling?
human.
Lizard man? Oh. A human. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you got better.
Yeah, humans are boring.
Humans are boring, vanilla wastes of air. They're big bags of wind.
I mean, when she was human, she had to solve a god. Yes.
Not.
But anyway, so
No, she disappeared, and I mean, it could have been that she took a jab at the Jarl, because when we got in there, the Jarl did have a dart sticking out the back of her neck. So, I mean, maybe it was a poison dart that wasn't strong enough. I mean, the Jarl is a dwarf, so...
And a paladin.
Yeah.
She's tough as a brick shithouse.
So it wouldn't surprise me, but that might have been her.
sorry. I don't remember. Did Christine tell us that she?
Your sleight of hand.
Did Christine let everyone know that the Jarl wasn't in
24.
favor anymore with her god?
I think she did.
She did.
Okay.
She definitely said there's something off about the way she's wearing her armor and her metal, at least. It was very implied that something's wrong with her.
24.
24. Cool. I'm gonna steal another one of these. Oh, these are-
Dart, you say? I mean, the tiefling. But is she the sneaky type to assassinate someone? Could she have killed the brother? Could have been like a sleep dart in the Jarl, and then.
I honestly didn't really know her that long. They came to my village looking for sightseeing of the local caverns to see if they can find any minerals and.
Or maybe it was.
Spelunking.
Maybe it was like I've heard of poisons that can make someone go berserk. The Jarl doesn't seem to be
It's
in favor at the moment.
Craig was cut. I mean, maybe he was also poisoned, but he was stabbed.
Marjen wasn't really the stabbing type. She had a dagger on her belt, but she used the sling staff.
What about the Jarl? Is she a stabby type, or is she like
Paladin.
a smashy with a hammer type?
She's a member of the Argent Hammer, but that's just a name of the order because they smash, injustice and evil and all of that. No, she's a swordswoman. She's a freaking good one too, as far as I've seen. Bitch is deadly.
If we're thinking poison, possibly.
Can I do a medicine roll? See if that's possible.
Yeah, you can.
There's the transmedia or hallucinations.
20.
They all could have been drugged. Not possible. You think?
So what? Did she got drugged up and stabbed her brother and thought it was someone else?
I mean,
Could be, or
I have certainly made mistakes when I was not in my right mind.
right, manipulating her.
Much as I hate to admit it, I mean, she was a paladin after all. I feel like stabbing your brother goes against a lot of tenets of that.
That's a problem for later, though.
Okay.
We can't let innocents die. That I'm not okay with that part. I don't know about going and overthrowing the RL, but
Okay, tell you what.
in it, getting Marjen and them out.
If you go do this, I'll call in some contacts and see if I can find out where this Falmorel,
Moonblight.
I'll find out where Moonblight is for you. I've got contacts around town.
And I'll take a look at you, and I'll be like,
I'd wear some covering. What I can do for you, so here's the plan. You figure out how to get in there. I'll make a diversion on the outside, or I can leave it to you and I can spend more time working on Falmorel.
I think the diversion would be more beneficial.
Great. 'Cause I brought these, and he'll hold up a sack. Snapdragons.
since being in the dungeon and seeing what the locks and everything were like, can I tell if my lockpicking would work down there?
Absolutely. In fact, if you'd like to see what the dungeon looks like, look no further. Oh! So as I said, there's a stairwell that runs down and leads into, there's a table here, and then, sorry, I was up until like
No,
one.
there's like cobwebs.
Yeah, I know. There was so much glue. So yeah, you can move.
No,
Also, we'll need some grease.
no, the dungeon. There's only the one entrance.
Just the one.
The floors were.
The whole thing's stone.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready to head out whenever you are.
We definitely should get some grease.
Were the guards wearing any sort of tabard
Or those stairs.
clothing in particular to set them apart?
They're generally wearing the town guard uniforms. Fairly silvery. I mean, it's blue cloaks.
Do you have any?
Not your size. Not my size either. I don't have any.
Oh yeah, that can't just
Wait.
walk through us.
Can you? You know, bibbity boppity?
Huh?
I suppose I could. I mean, I could make things invisible.
You can make things invisible.
Yeah, she's a wizard.
Oh, well, that's immensely helpful.
Yeah, that's why she's great. I mean, you know, there's a lot of reasons why she's great. I mean, she's smart, and she's clever, and she's beautiful. And I mean,
Is she beaming?
I'll tell you
The
what.
reddest red you've ever seen.
I'll tell you what. Let's keep to the basics.
Is he beaming?
I can get.
drinking.
I will get you
Go, go.
guys some friendship bracelets later, and then you guys can accidentally get engaged like I did. But hey,
You didn't get engaged.
I think it's
When we
hilarious.
engage, it's not going to be nice.
There's another wedding that we have to prepare for.
No. It was just an accident. That means we play along with it for a bit until Tia really gets fed up, and then we drop it.
Anyways,
So let me just look up invisibility. I just gotta double check.
Absolutely.
invisibility, or if you could make us look like town guards, that'd be great.
I mean, we could beat up town guards and take their uniforms.
But they still might not fit, and we're still taller than most of the town guards. Is everyone
He is.
Yeah.
Jassen's a little shorter. How tall is Jassen?
He's 6'1".
Okay, then you're about the right size.
Yeah, I'm 6'5". That's a tall human.
That's a tall bitch.
I
Yeah.
mean, I can make you smaller.
You can make you smaller. You can go through the bars.
That's true. I'd be so tiny.
Represent the Lollipop Guild. Lollipop Guild.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thank you. That was a late night work of art right there. And then I came home and did and took a 5-minute nap. So you were staying in that second cell, I'm pretty sure. Like, right?
There?
Yeah, I think you were in this one, and then like Marjen was in this one.
Was it
Because
this
you
one?
can talk through the wall here. There's a gap.
Where was the scary guy?
The scary guy was probably right here. Because he was looking across at you and being like, "I'll kill you, motherfucker." Right?
Where was she?
You were all in the same cell, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because if not, then she would have been just right here.
Okay, so you guys were in this one.
Yes.
Margin that one.
And then like,
Oh wait, no, weren't they in one, and then you and Margin were in another?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
yeah.
that's what it was. So you
Yeah.
guys were in there, and then Marjen and Jassen were in this one,
We
and
can
then
talk
like
to
all
each
of the halflings were in this one, and then the Kenku was in this one, annoying everybody, and then Gilly was in this one.
And then Scary Dude was in this one.
Yeah.
You have some really comfy outfits. I'll give you that.
No.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, I think our best bet is to just is to somehow get our hands on guards' uniforms. Now, what if I mean,
If we ambush, if you
well, here, both of you look really strong. If I made you invisible, could you
look
just
strong
go in
too.
and carry a bunch?
uniforms?
Yes. I mean, it probably only one of you, but
Well, yes, but do they go invisible too, or are they just kind of float in through the air?
So which spells did you prepare today?
Oh shit, I forgot to remember which one. Invisibility would have been one of them.
That's okay, just put a check mark next to the ones you prepared.
I can't remember how many I can prepare.
I mean, it's either that or
That's
I'll hand it to you. Lots of grunting. The people who will listen to this as a podcast are going to be like, why is there so much grunting at this table?
I swear we're not demonetizing anything.
We could be.
What's the chat?
because that's only you
Well,
can
for
cast though.
Nothing
Yes,
really. It
it's
hasn't
also
been doing
too.
much.
But do I have to prepare them? I thought is there anything in your book?
You can prepare from. Basically, you have a recipe list.
It's
you can only
Amy
make so
blog
many
was in
pies.
there.
Okay, so this stands for
Maybe
how many I
it'll
can
go
prepare
for that.
and how many I can
I know.
cast.
Amy's stuff.
This is that's
Okay,
the
so
same thing.
it used to be you had like 5 you could prepare and you could cast 3.
Thanks for
That's what
doing
it
my
used to be.
hair.
But I don't. Yeah,
Not
that's
this
fine.
one. So
Okay.
these are basically
Okay,
like
4, 3, and 2. Okay, that sounds good. Ba-ba-bum. All right, so that would have been 3. So that's almost all of them. Okay, yeah.
Ooh,
So I have Misty Step, Invisibility, and Rock.
I have a sneaky idea, or maybe a terrible
Leave this
idea.
next to you.
But
Continue to pull stuff up.
Most of your ideas so far have seemed very terrible.
well, Now, mind you, ambushing some guards on the way to just one of the distractions wouldn't be a bad idea because there's less guards to deal with. But the guards have to get their uniforms cleaned. By any chance, the cleaners they use, are they halflings that we might be able to borrow some uniforms from?
Maybe. They'd be down on the second level. We'd have to probably bribe them.
We'd still have to get in.
Second level of the bridge, not the prison.
Oh, they meant. Okay.
No, the bridge.
Okay.
So we could bribe some. I mean,
That's not a bad idea.
they're hardworking cleaners. That's
I
not.
could look into it.
Would they be getting taxes up the wazoo?
Everybody's getting taxed right now. Even the people who can't afford to eat. For maintenance costs and roadway construction.
How much time do you think it takes?
We could do a fake prisoner scheme. You create some distractions so that there's less guards. We walk in dressed as guards, halfling. We just say, "Oh, hey, we found another one." March down into the basement, bring the doors, and everyone rushes out.
That could work. You could even arrest the tiefling again.
Sure.
Or we could shrink you into a halfling.
Sure.
Right? You can do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just thinking.
Wait, can you grow me into a person? I mean, like
We
an
don't want to
ugly person?
exhaust her either, though. We need her to be tip-top shape.
Yes.
So if you don't have to waste your energy doing all that magic, you probably don't want to do that.
Exactly. I mean, the less magic that we can use before going in, the more I'll have when we're in there. I mean, I had prepared a spell to undo locks, but I mean, you can do that. And I can sort of teleport, but on a very small scale.
Well, how terrible do you think that plan is? The fake prisoners scheme.
I think that's fairly bad. That seems a lot more likely to get us killed.
Okay, then what's a better plan? Because I don't know if you can see, but the candle by the door only has about one more notch before midnight. That's 1 hour.
Can you create a door from the other side of the wall?
If I got a big enough snapdragon, I could. But then, I mean, the entire
Then, yeah.
city would know.
So I was thinking we could make a door.
Have a better plan?
Unfortunately, no.
All right.
The time frame's too tight for anything else.
All right.
We can still try to go in sneaky.
I
Use that as a backup.
definitely would prefer to do it the sneaky way.
Yes, I
That's
mean,
our
you could
plan.
dress up, and then when we walk in, you could hope that they're at dinner and walk right past.
That would be like our plan B.
Yeah.
So am I making a distraction or am I getting new uniforms? Because I kind of need to know now.
I suppose getting the uniforms and then having the guards wake up, they'll start a distraction and come after whoever did it.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm willing to flip a coin on it. I don't really know which plan's better. I'm running around creating distractions or us being sneaking guard uniforms.
Why don't
Can I do an insight roll?
You know what? Let's go ahead. Everybody here, if you'd like, you can make me an insight roll to see what would be the better plan.
21 for me.
21.
Oh, I am also at 21.
21.
Holy shit.
Okay, look at us go.
Okay.
what is
All
the best plan?
All right,
Yeah.
let's hop out of character for a second, guys. So, looking at this plan, the sneak in, the prisoner routine, classic. Get help, also good. I'm not gonna lie. Help, my halfling, he's very sick. What? And then enlarge person as you throw.
Yes.
The sneaky option, always good. The problem here that we need to be looking at is what is going to, A, leave a lasting impression. For example, hey, you look like that guy that was just jailed here, but in a guard uniform. Or, hey, you guys had your stealth blown because someone walked in and, messed it up, and they remember you, right? So either plan, like stealthing in, you're still going to have to open doors. You're still going to have to go through places that are probably populated with guards. Was that your back?
No.
No, that was me. That was me.
It just happened to happen at the exact same time
I just
when
heard something
looked up.
crack and it was like, wow.
Jealous.
I'm just, right? Oh, I'm going to the chiropractor tomorrow. It's gonna be beautiful. I threw my back out last week a little bit. All right. So anyway, I'm making a resolution to focus on game and not go into side tangents. You're
You can
welcome.
do it.
You're welcome, Internet. My ADD is not good for this. All right. So you have a couple of options there. There's the way I play video games, which is you could just kick in the door and kill everybody.
That was blog suggestion.
Was it?
Yes. Kick in the door.
All right.
But not the halfling.
I think that was to the pub.
That was to the pub, but also applies here.
So, I mean, what do you want to do? Basically, as far as Eljen's concerned, he can do one of two things. He can either set the distractions, which means going and hiding all of these like fireworks around town, because that's what he's good at. That's literally the only thing he's good at aside from plans. He's level 1. Give him a break. Or level
That's
2, maybe. Or you could try the sneaky method. Do you have any spells that could particularly
I
help?
just remembered.
What do you have?
I can conjure things.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a minute, I can do the thing.
How many things can you conjure?
It doesn't say. It just says use your action. And they're good for an hour. It doesn't have a number of times per
I'm
day.
just going to double check this right now.
Please do.
Let's
Because
see.
I wasn't jailed, so...
You can use your action to conjure an inanimate object. This object can be no.
I mean-
I can find red paint.
Yeah, you could paint you have makeup. I'm sure you can make yourself look like a different tiefling, and you can make me look a little different.
Or when you use this feature again.
Oh, okay. So
and
I only
then,
have one
wow.
thing.
So you can
Everyone's
conjure
distracted.
one guard uniform right now.
Well, he's already been jailed. You've already been jailed. I've already been jailed.
I have not been jailed.
So
And he's a drunk.
He's a
No
drunk.
offense, but like they know you as a drunk.
I mean, that's true.
He's a drunk. We can paint her red. I can dress up as a guard. You distract everyone, and while they're distracted,
So it
I'll
makes-
bring these two into the jail. While there's minimal people here.
Can't you just sneak in? You're a tiefling, you're sneaky, right? Yeah.
I mean, we're both very sneaky people.
That sounds great. So if you can do that, and then
there's a guard's uniform. It's slightly glowy.
and it's perfectly sized to fit you. And it says it can't be larger than 3 feet. I'm gonna assume that a pair of clothes will work.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's bend.
Assume 3 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna bend the rules for fabric. It's less than 10 pounds,
Yes.
basically. So it's just on the edge. You won't have any of the weapons. I could probably get you the spear.
Look the part.
Okay.
Or you could just say that, oh, this darn halfling broke my spear, or something like that, or this drunk broke my spear.
Do any of the guards wear swords?
I guess some of them. Yeah, probably.
I'll wear a sword.
Yeah, good excuse. All right.
This is what you will start looking like. You may replace your figure with this.
And I'm assuming none of the guards use bows.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one.
That one?
Oh no.
Because I'm far better with a bow. I will be a bow guard.
A Beauregard.
A Beauregard.
Bogart?
A bogart. Open the door. What do you get?
All right.
Sounds like a great plan.
All right, let's check in with the chat right now. Winter has pretty hair.
She
True.
does have insanely pretty hair.
Amy was enjoying the prison. Thank you, Amy. And Kel says that this sounds like a great plan.
Yes.
Block is just a knock in the door.
This is D&D. Every plan is a great plan, so long as you
Until
don't
it's
die.
not. Yeah. It's a great plan until it's not.
It's a great plan until it's not. Oh, and Christine's just walked in the door. Hello, Christine.
Hi.
Hi, Christine. I can't see you because I'm around the corner, but I'm waving to you.
They're about
Hello.
Everybody.
They're about to do the. Oh, did you want to see the finalized prison? Okay. So take a look at it real quick, and then we're going to jump right back in. So we're going with this plan.
Yes.
So that's what I was able to create. in
Looks
the
very
night.
cool.
Right? Looks
I'm
very
gonna hold it up to the camera so they can see.
Have fun. Thank you.
So flip it over, and you can see it's made of insulation foam.
Ooh,
Yay!
What? Look at
So
that.
good.
It's pretty solid, considering that took me like only a couple of episodes of Deep Space Nine. I'm still binging Star Trek to get the feel down.
Yeah.
So this is stairs going down here?
Yeah.
So this is like this?
Sort of, it winds.
Okay, so this is like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Basically, I drew the map after I did it.
Okay, so we'll assume there's a landing here and another set of stairs coming down here.
Yeah.
And there we go. Look at us go.
Yay! There's a battlement. It's fine.
Alright, let's go over this one more time
we
before
go.
we go and actually do something highly illegal.
It's only illegal until the revolution.
I mean, I assume after the revolution, you still don't want people breaking into jail.
Depends if they're right or not.
Alright, so
They're good people.
I'm dressed as a guard.
I am a drunk,
You're a drunk.
and then I left my ale.
Alright. So you're a drunk. What are we doing with you? Are you just sneaky?
Also,
I can make her
he's
invisible.
suggesting-
Let's make her invisible. That'd be cool.
Yes,
I'll bring you in because you're drunk,
that's fair.
and I found you banging your head against walls
Oh, good.
I
again.
thought you were gonna say something else.
That was not my head. That was apparently my fists.
Okay, go punch a wall for a minute for effect. Make sure your fist is nice and bloody.
Or we could just get you some cranberries.
That works too. Oh, but I do kind of want to see him punch a wall for no reason.
I mean, I can do it later.
Good.
What are you going to do?
I suppose I could be.
Oh yeah, you're the captured halfling. Are you sure you're going to be safe?
Okay.
So you're my captured halfling. You're my captured drunk. You're invisible sneak. And unlocking the doors.
That's a noise. That,
All right. Well, we'll wait till we get outside.
Guards are people too. They have families and kids waiting for them at home.
why
Let that haunt your dreams after this playing good stuff.
Who's that?
now, I'd also remind everybody here
Guard lives matter.
that in hashtag guard lives matter. That's true, but also hashtag non-lethal damage. So in D&D 5th Ed, you can choose to do non-lethal damage with any weapon except a fireball.
Which, yes. I would like to do non-lethal
Just a
damage.
round ball.
You know what? I'm gonna say with a bow, maybe. You know, you probably do non-lethal damage with a bow,
I could incapacitate somebody.
but you're still shooting them with arrows.
Yeah.
You're not
Still
just like
bleed out.
side sorting them in the head.
I could render them combat incapable.
Technically, you can
But-
cap the heads of arrows.
Yeah, boxing glove
Exactly.
arrow. I tried to sell them that last session. Remember?
It was my suggestion.
It was, and I took it and ran with it. It was great. Good job.
So good.
Yeah.
I went with not boxing glove.
So you're regretting it now.
Aren't you?
You could have had a boxing glove arrow. Hashtag guard lives matter.
What did I
Hashtag
buy?
you have failed this city.
I think you bought elemental arrows.
Hashtag 6 seasons in a movie. Hashtag Arrowverse.
6 seasons in the movie. What?
This community.
Yes. Okay.
I think I wrote it down on an index card. What I
Anyone else
actually
excited for the
bought.
new Downton Abbey movie?
How long will I be invisible for?
An hour, I believe, or until you hit somebody.
I don't think that's what it is anymore.
Visibility goes
Everybody
for that.
has
Look it up.
issues.
Got it. Invisibility.
HI.
1 hour, a creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is visible as long as it is on the target's person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So yes, if you attack somebody, like you can interact with things, but you can't attack.
And the clothing is invisible.
Yes, and everything on you, your weapons,
Okay.
your gear, yeah.
However, I'm going to rule that does not count any sentient creature you're carrying.
Yes.
All right. Seriously, I've been in D&D games where people were like, well, technically you're carrying bacteria, so shouldn't you be able to carry... Shut up, Greg.
I second that.
Hey, Greg, shut up. All right, last looking at the chat before we drop back in. What does it say?
Screaming and twisting on the floor, looking like an arrow porcupine. until I use my thunderbolt arrows.
Oh.
Because I did buy 15.
What,
of
then
them.
it's an electric hedgehog.
Yeah. Oh. God. I bought 15 fire, 15 acid, and 15 thunderbolt.
Yeah, but
arrows.
now you're poor, but you're wealthy in arrows.
I'm still actually fairly. I still have over 200 gold.
Over 200 gold. That's great. You can buy. Well,
Over 200 gold.
that's not much money. What were you about to ask me? Which?
I don't think she would know or think of it, so I'm not going to.
That sounds fine. All right, so why don't we cut ahead to the future? All right, let me change the music. And bless you.
To the future.
No, it's okay. You just sneezed. It was cute. You're cute. What's that like? Being so cute. Pretty good.
I had even written down what all these do. I'm just gonna pull up that chart that you sent me on Facebook, Kelly.
That sounds fine. Right song.
I just gotta fire up my phone.
No, I was at Spencer's trying to find a purple crystal.
Oh, were you?
Nothing.
Oh, we
Nice.
should just make you one.
I have many.
I also do like jewelry wrap, really wrap jewelry.
I have a giant
Right.
hunk of amethyst if you want to.
She does. She do.
I do. I got that.
Grunt.
Grunt.
All right.
I love amethyst.
Okay, I'm in. Let me just find my thing.
All right. Quick sound test as we're going into this next scene. Everybody cool in the chat? And if you're listening to this later on podcast, first off, hi Neil. Second off, our #1 podcast fan. And it's great.
Oh, did I take explosive or acid?
Acid, because nobody expects acid.
That's
or maybe
true.
you took explosive because you're
That
a
was
dick.
the Inquisition.
Yeah, nobody expects an arrow full of the Spanish Inquisition.
Ha
Thunderclap arrows, not
That's what it was.
thunderbolt.
All right.
Okay. Wow, I
Tad loud. Is it okay now?
Thundercrap?
thunderclap, like dummy thick arrows.
You make your way across the town, winding up through the streets. You, dressed in the guard uniform, have about an hour worth of time left. And do you already cast invisibility, or are you waiting until...
Once we got outside, I would take a detour into an alley.
You climb the ladder, make your way up to the level that the guardhouse is on. You know the way. It's a fairly prominent location just off the main thoroughfare away from the bridge. As you come to the crossways, there at that first sign that led you down toward the long drop, Eljen looks at you all, well, the three of you that he can see anyway, pulls his hood down over his face. Best of luck, my friends. You'll know the signal when the time's right.
Well, and we'll run over and give him a big hug.
Thank you.
The whole thing.
Yeah. They're still in that phase. He's getting over a bad breakup.
And
Yeah.
her partner just died.
Yeah. They're good friends. They went to high school together. It was a will they, won't they, and then they were always dating at the other times, you know.
Exactly.
It's one of those, you know.
Okay.
Like he was gonna go to her wedding last summer, and it was a thing. Trust me. I've been in one of those things. It's weird.
It is.
Fire arrows were not on that list, so I'm just looking them up real quick.
All right.
Flame arrows, spells.
Sorry, I have a potion I'm trying to...
How much damage do you
Stitch.
do?
Here we go.
1d6. Like for fire arrows.
Just full of you. All right. As you wait outside the guard tower, you can see a couple of guards moving in, doing their typical rounds. Mostly the guards of the city, aside from keeping a watch on the alleys and the top 4 levels of this city. Bottom 2 tend to not be very welcoming. Local neighborhood watch groups mostly, or also known as big thugs who take protection money. You've been in these type of towns before. Hell, even Mog had a couple of big thugs. What's
While
up,
we
Winter?
were down there, did we see only one set of keys? Were there multiple?
You only saw the one, but You can make me an insight roll to see if you remember. You remember hearing multiple sets.
I do an insight roll watching the guards that we see wander past. They look like they're just usual day, or do they seem extra tense tonight? Or
Insight roll then. 6.
yeah, so 12 in total.
They seem tired, a little cranky. And you can hear them mutter a bit as they go around. It seems that one of the major tasks for guards, aside from monitoring the top 4 floors, is to do candle changes inside of the thoroughfares and basically keep the streets lit. It's helpful. It's one of the reasons why they carry spears. Most of them anyway, because it helps lift the lids off of lanterns. And put them back up, basically. A little hook at the base. Well, you have the darkness spell. You always forget you have that.
This is true.
But then it'd be darkness for everybody.
True.
It's more fun.
And it's magical darkness, so...
Darkness.
When we start getting close, I will say to Jassen, here, drink this.
I also have thought.
It is a potion of fire giant strength. It's literally water, so if you want to
Holy
drink
crap.
it for free.
What does that give you?
It gives you a strength of 25 for 1 hour.
Here, have an index card to write that on.
Yeah. So your strength is 25 for 1 hour.
Which is a plus 7.
This potion's transparent liquid has floating in it a sliver of a fingernail from a fire giant.
That's pretty sweet.
Yum.
Yum.
Okay, the fire arrows also do.
Finally, some good fucking food.
Scratchy.
I wonder if you can ferment it like they do with the little worms in the liquor. Anyway, down the hatch.
That was motor oil. Alright. For those of you who can't see, Krista actually made a potion. It was just water.
Yeah, that was water. This one's water and Mio. And I have a scroll.
You have a scroll, really?
Oh, that'll be handy for me.
Cute.
What?
I have a scroll of cure wounds.
Oh, nice. That's
There you
great.
go.
Alright, so yeah, I found out what the fire arrows do, so
Alright, that sounds good.
I'm gonna turn my
Alright.
phone off again.
Suddenly, as you're waiting, the tension drifts and drags, and you can watch one of the candles lighting the streets as a guard moves up to it. Slowly wicks down, and as the guard reaches up with the hook on the end of his spear to lift the lantern off of its perch. Bang! Bang, 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 bang! The sound of exploding fireworks echoes through the night, and the sound of breaking glass as the guard, startled, drops the lantern on the ground, and that side of the alley goes dark. Huh? What the hell was that? Hey, you! You better not be setting off any snapdragons there! There's a flower shop right there! It could catch fire!
Oh, I hope it does.
He runs off, chasing the sound of the noise, and then throughout the night, pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a distraction it is.
Good job, Elton.
Does the fire shop? Does the flower shop catch fire?
It does not. There's no flower shop over there. The guy was just making it up, almost like he was improvising a Dungeons and Dragons game. Ah, yes, the metaphor was like a simile, but not quite. All right, you're writing that down, aren't you?
Yup.
All right.
The
Anybody who wants to write down any quotes?
The
go
metaphor was like a simile, but not quite.
It's true. And that's your cue. Who takes the lead?
That guy there.
That guy there?
This guy here.
The guardhouse looms a good 30 feet in front of you. With one of those lanterns dead, it's pretty quiet out here. And dark. But with your elven eyes, you can see quite well in the dimness. Only a sliver. Your stomach twists slightly looking up at the moon. It looks just like the hangnail that you drank.
Yuck.
However, you're feeling pretty swole, bro.
Llewellyn puts on her glasses and can see in the dark.
It's true. She got a
Spectacles
magic
night.
Ooh, magic items.
Ooh, magic item. Ooh, magic
Alright, so I've got both of you, like, oh, damn drunk, damn halflings.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm following up pretty close, but I can.
Oh,
Yes.
You remember that whiskey you bought? That was mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm wearing one of those. The
So
smell will make
you
it
dump
more
it
real.
over you.
Yeah.
All
Did
right.
you dump it over you, or did we just
Can-
smash it against your chest?
I feel like I need.
I mean, I probably took a shot and then took a shower.
Okay.
Do we roll back a sec and just to see if you can maybe like pickpocket some handcuffs?
You wouldn't necessarily need it if he's got you. If he can basically lift.
I guess that's
you.
true. You can just
Yeah.
carry me. Okay.
When in doubt, I could throw you.
Okay. Fair enough.
Be like, oh, guard.
Yeah.
Throw the
I
half.
thought they were more like.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
ropes.
Yeah.
No, they're not
Like,
super.
I definitely
Okay.
have like a Dungeoneer's kit and stuff.
Well, in that
I
case,
have
I'm just gonna use Mage Hand and just like hold them on my wrists with Mage Hand so
There you
that they
go.
look
All
like
right.
they're there.
All right.
I'll be dragging both of you.
So you boot in the front door.
But yeah, I have
All right.
no,
So
I have
why
no
don't we
hands.
move to section 1, and I will hand you a guard to put behind the
Just put
desk.
up a picture, I guess.
All right, and then that is you, I'm assuming?
Yes, the wee one.
The wee one.
All right.
And
And here, take a guard, put him behind the desk.
thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So you boot in the front door, and a slightly overweight man with incredibly like the fantasy world equivalent of a blonde buzz cut and a long sideburns. It's an odd look, but he kind of works it. His head looks like a loaf of bread.
Okay.
Kind of jerks up.
I'm looking for keys. Just as
He-
many as I get.
Sure, that sounds good. So you're gonna sneak in afterwards. He jerks from his half-dove state. Hey, what do you have here?
Found myself a drunk, and I found myself a halfling.
Flail around a little bit. Let go of me, you big lug.
No. Quiet.
I am going to stumble drunkenly.
All right,
I am going to hold on to you.
I would like a deception roll from all y'all, and
Performance?
you can use performance, and make sure that if you're going to use inspiration, you spend it now.
Like
Yep.
CD.
All right, you're the one that has to sell this.
Oh, good. I'm glad that I used my inspiration.
Nope.
Wow.
What'd you get?
Holy crap. I got 9.
9.
I got 7.
9.
I got 21.
Oh, I can smell him from over here.
I'm going to slip from your
Oh.
grasp and stumble on, like, flop trippingly onto the desk.
Ugh. What the? So
Ugh.
he stands up, and you can hear a rattle at his waist. That
Here.
must be the guard keys.
Here.
Reach for them. They're inside of his pocket, jangling around.
Here, help me get this damn drunk off the table.
I...
Hey,
Can I
okay.
use
No.
my hand with them?
Yes, you absolutely can.
The Anfield stirrer.
All right. So he walks over toward you. Oh, God, I can smell him from here. And then you slide your hand into his pocket, and then you realize that those aren't keys. With your botch, he seems to have visited the same piercer that you did.
That is a deep pocket. That is a very deep pocket.
What the hell? What the?
Yeah,
Something just grabbed my... You're not a guard!
Help me with the damn drunk.
Initiative.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Wow, these
Really?
pink dice are rolling horribly.
I can't roll
What's
for
our-
anything tonight.
22.
Okay, Ryan. So he goes, you're not a guard? Wait, who are you? And as he says that, what would you like to do? Flurry of blows?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do flurry blows. I'm also going to spend a key point.
That's a great botch.
Oh,
I'm gonna save my inspiration for when we get to the doors in case if I really need it.
All right, Ryan, give me flurry of
My
blows. You have the
inspiration
initiative.
Yeah. So,
Still, it's a better chance if I need to open those doors.
Mhm.
That's what I need. Uh-oh.
Reroll that as cocked. The new dice bins are coming next week.
so that'll be 15.
Hit?
Flurry of blows.
Oh, actually? No, he doesn't have his shield up. So yeah, hit. Guards have really high AC, actually.
Charming.
Well, there's more people to charm later.
That's true.
He actually wasn't that loud. That's the thing. He was. Whoa. Hey, wait, you're not a.
Can I use
Sorry,
off
for the
guard?
second hit. Okay, so that's...
And this is lethal damage?
No.
Oh, I almost got him.
Did that break my invisibility?
I'm going to say no, that was interactive with the environment, not attacking.
6.
Now, if you tried to
If I was going to try
Do
to silence
things.
him.
If you tried to rip it off, yeah.
Oh Jesus!
I'm gonna rip the ring off and beat you with it. You know what? We're gonna back off this joke.
So 7, 5 is 12 non-lethal damage, and that's a stunning strike. So he's got to make a con save, or be stunned.
Alright, that dice is on the floor.
Goodbye.
What did I get? Can I see it? Is it?
It is gone to the ether.
Alright.
It is to Mike's left.
What did I get, Mike? Play
You got a 19.
Did I actually? Yeah. Okay. Now did you hit me once with flurry of blows? Because flurry of blows allows you to hit multiple times.
I know you rolled a second dice.
Yeah, because a monk, you get one attack, then you get a bonus attack normally using Flurry of Bones. That bonus attack becomes however many your level, and so 5th level, I think you get an extra 2.
I was wondering about that because it was.
Yeah,
So
essentially you
5th
get
and-
attack, and then you get bonus action, so you always get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Immediately after you take the tax action, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay.
Would you rather do that than stunning?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. So I will backtrack because you're still getting your feet back out from under you. Back under you. That's a hit.
Yep. And then the second.
That's
Is even
a hit,
higher.
So 3 hits. So that's 21 points of damage, but plus 5 for your first hit. So now roll dice twice more because you do 7 every time you hit. Because do monks always get the full bonus?
Yes.
Okay. Monks are gross.
Yep.
So another 10 damage.
So that's 36 points of damage.
Non-lethal.
Okay, so there are 4 sounds. There are 4 hits. Hit 1, hit 2, hit 3, and the guard hitting the floor. Or at least he would, because I'm pretty sure that you'll catch him before he hits the ground.
I'm gonna grab him.
Hey, wait, you're not a guard.
Grab him by the collar as he goes back. So we hear this.
right. Let's totally set him up as if he's asleep.
You punched him in like the stomach, right?
Yeah, I like the sternum.
Yeah.
Good winding.
Not in the face.
You're square in the nose.
Just like his head is the size of a pumpkin. It's just like, I'm fine. I was just sleeping.
Perfect. Alright. So we'll set him up and have him like with his head down.
Do you have any more of that liquor on you?
I mean, stuff that you put in the bag of holding?
Just any of the liquor. Do you have any alcohol on you?
Yeah, Jassen takes his outer jacket off and literally just gives it a ring over top of the guard.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the game.
Looking around to see if I can find it.
No, but you can see. Give me an investigation roll. Looking through, you can find his logbook. So you can actually see where you were incarcerated. You're listed as Nona, Tiefling, assisted the fast cloud, murder, wanted for grand theft, and you'll actually see a wanted poster that's been drawn up, and it's basically like an inked one, and with a charcoal pen. See that this is actually originally a picture of Nona. Like the human. And then someone has taken a charcoal pencil and drawn horns on her and written on the side, same girl, question mark? Oh yeah, totally. You scratch at her face.
Just make it look dopey.
They got her nose wrong, so that helps. They always get the nose wrong.
They always get the nose wrong.
Yeah.
They can't get my nose right.
I kept her like pointing jagged teeth.
Till tactics, and then they got rid of the nose.
What'd you get on the investigation roll?
17.
17. Flipping through, you will find one more thing, and that is you'll recognize a name listed there. I'm going to write this down on an index card.
Ooh, secrets.
podcast I listen to where a guy does a Snowden impression, and he always just goes, secret.
Secret.
He just keeps popping up like Snowden's just like hanging out at his house. It's great.
These non-denominational fish are certainly good.
They're totally denominational. Some of them are Hindu, some of them are Jewish. A couple of them are Seventh-day Adventist.
And they all suffer the same fate.
Seventh-day Adventists! Because Saturday is better than Sunday. That's basically like...
It's true, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Saturday's pretty good.
You should have a big bowl of that.
Oh, man.
You remember who that is, right?
The guy that we were helping.
That was the guard. The merc who was...
Traveling with those people, right?
Yeah.
He like...
So, she opens the book and points to an
I'll
entry
take a
inside.
pencil too and like underline it so you can see what I'm pointing at.
He looks down at the page and it reads, Case Claywin.
Arrested for disorderly conduct and brawling. When does it say he was incarcerated?
That was probably 2-3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
This was a little while ago, but it's more the last name that kind of strikes you.
Yeah.
Hey.
So there you go. Good job on that investigation roll. Now let me just make a little roll from the guards in the next room.
Sorry for the dick rap.
Did you get 2 nat 20s?
No, I got a 3 and a 4.
Oh, okay.
So far you're not fucking it up.
They're blissfully unaware?
They're basically playing. You can hear the sound of... Well, you're gonna have to raise me if you actually want to win anything tonight. You bluff like my mother. Your mother's a good bluffer. I've seen it.
Oh.
Alright.
What the hell are you talking about? She always acts like she doesn't want to, you know.
They're the most demure guards, you know.
You know what I mean.
You're a dick. That's what your mom said.
Alright.
Shall we head
Try
downstairs?
this again. In the basement.
All right.
And
You make your way down to the basement. All right, let me just populate these cells. So, can you grab... Okay, I'm going to hand you these. So these are going to go in that one. Let's see.
the same cell that she was in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then here's another one for that one. Here's another one for that
Okay,
one.
that guy's sleeping.
Here's another one for that one. Can you grab the female of those and move it into the cell by herself to represent Marjen?
The female of these?
Yeah. And you know what? I ran out of halflings because they don't make very many halfling figures. So there's a dwarf to throw in there. That's a halfling now. It's just a fat one.
Okay.
And then I also have... I had a figure for him. He was damn cool. There we go. That's going to be...
The scary guy.
Yep.
Scary guy that was
here's
in
the
this one?
Here's the Kenku, who they're keeping until the bridge is down.
This is scary.
Oh, so put the Kenku... Kenku was... Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Kenku was in the
Yeah,
back corner.
Kenku was here.
And
Scary dude was here. And you said originally all the halflings were in this one here?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought I got the order mixed around.
Oh, we're hiding from the scary guy.
Okay, and here are the... So here are... So 2 guards. Put them around the table that is not there. Do I have a circular thing?
There's a bunch of large bases in one of those.
Yeah, that's what I'm literally going to do. Watch this. Boop. There's a table. So basically the table is going to go right in here. Just right against the wall, basically.
And then these guys are just like chilling out?
Yeah, they're playing cards. And then last but not least, you can put him right there.
Right here?
And I think that's all, although I'll put one more political prisoner down in the back corner.
Political prisoner. I like
Yeah,
that.
always. Okay, so that means that there are 2 cells that are empty.
3.
3? Oh, that's too many that are empty. Hold on. I'll give you one more guard. Okay.
One more prisoner.
I'm gonna I don't know what you're in there for, but you're in there for that, and you can put her in cell 1.
She's asleep.
She's asleep. Yeah. So as you wander down the stairs, how do you present yourself? Let's hear it.
I'm the drunk.
Alright, drunkard. Let's get you into a cell.
Yeah, just.
Halfling, you're coming here too. I got a pile of them for you.
Hey, what's going on up there? There seems to be some trouble.
I just got some prisoners that I dragged in.
Well, that seems like a darn shame.
Doesn't it?
People. Always.
Patrick.
Yeah, some Patrick Warburton in there. All right, can I get a deception roll this time?
Can I get another dice, please? Do you have some extra dice?
Yeah, I do.
You can also have my inspiration.
Okay, do you want pink, yellow, or red?
Let's go red, please.
Okay.
These ones are just not doing it for
Hold
me
on.
tonight.
I'll pass this to
I
you.
don't think I rolled above a 5 tonight.
Yeah, it's like my first couple were okay, but these ones are just killing me.
Oh, and Krista, do you want some different dice?
No, it's okay. I'll rotate
Here,
between these.
you can roll that.
No.
Roll that. It's Poible. Okay, you can. I'll
It's
take
just me.
it. I'll take it back.
I mean, you hadn't said anything yet.
This is true.
All right, so Mike, re-roll that 20 because Brian spent his inspiration on you.
22.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a success. Good job. What did you get?
Oh, I didn't.
Roll performance.
That's gonna be 16.
And for you?
I rolled a 2, so 3.
Just let me go, please.
Alright, I got a cell full of halflings down here, and you're going to join them.
No, not that.
Hey. We don't have enough room in that one. If you want to put her in one of these, well, actually, little lady, I don't really want the drunk to manhandle you. So, put her in cell 3 with the other. Is she one of them fast cloud types?
You bet I am.
Did you just spit on me?
She's not a good aim. It's just to the side.
Did you try to spit at me?
She tried to spit
Yes, I did.
Man, you gonna let her do that to you? Oh, what a right little bitch, says the other one.
You really got me by the collar.
Throw her on that cell before I make an example of her.
I'm holding
I really
you
lost
up
this
right
voice.
now.
It's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm holding you up right now.
yeah, exactly. Just glaring.
Put the drunk in number 2.
How do you put them in the cell?
What, you don't have your keys on you?
I lost them in the fight with this guy.
You lost them? Great. Commander Sanzo's gonna be pissed.
I'll deal with him later.
You can use... Fine. Here.
And he'll hand you a ring of keys.
How close are the two guards now?
So why don't we move your figures in?
Oh, yes, we haven't even moved in
Yeah,
yet.
you're like outside the house.
All right.
So I'm assuming that you're basically right there. So you just walk down the stairwell.
Yeah, we
here.
walked down the stairwell.
Like I have another platform we could use as a stairwell if you want, but it's kind of irrelevant.
That's fine. We can
down
just...
there.
I'm assuming once you're on the stair, you're on the stairs.
Yeah. And then, so these two have probably...
And then grab Winter's invisible figure. For the first time ever, the invisible figure.
Ooh.
Yeah, how do you feel? You feel pretty good now?
Alright, so have these two moved in?
They
To be
moved
like,
in.
here?
And then the guy... Oh, actually, those are both women, I just realized. So... Here, swap out the cardboard standee with that guy. So that's the Patrick Warburton, and the other one... You gonna let him talk to you like that? Dangle.
Is this one moved?
No, actually, that one is a young man in his mid-20s, human, and he's kneeling in front of the cell. They're telling you to be, or to put your halfling in. And you can hear him speaking in common down the way. Actually, no, he's speaking in halfling. Does anyone here speak halfling? Hey.
Is
You can make me a perception roll. What?
Undercommon the halfling one?
No, halfling is its own lingo.
Hooray!
So you will hear him doing a halfling version of the prayer of absolution.
Interesting.
Oh, so he's in front of this cell now?
Yeah, he's basically just talking to Marjen, and you'll hear him finishing up the prayer of Arcaris, of the prayer of absolution. And though I kneel with my blade, I turn towards justice, the cutting edge of truth. You still have time, my child. Admit your sins. Swear yourself to the Father of the Blade, and you will be forgiven. And you will meet the orphan with a clean conscience, and with Arcaris' blessing. Get that?
Sorry, does he look like a druid? Or a cleric, rather?
Yeah, he's dressed in Arcaran vestments. It's kind of hard to tell, though, because priests of Arcaris generally wear armor.
Okay.
So he is wearing a very ceremonial armor. It's like parade armor for like a knight.
Yeah.
But for him, he kind of looks like a Toys R Us paladin. No, it's much more dignified than that, but that's kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Alright, so
he makes the sign of the sword.
So this seems like a
You
good
don't
time.
like this.
So
I was just gonna say, actually, because I know where you're going to this. So as because I was gonna be walking past with these two in tow. And once we got like right up beside these two, just gonna
basically, as soon as he hands over the keys, I'm just gonna lunge at the guard who. And his hands are empty. He just handed off the
I
keys.
remember you.
And I'm gonna pop.
All right,
and then
let's all roll initiative.
As soon as he lunges, I'll say to you, cleric.
Awesome. Monkey.
Okay, so this is the cleric. All right, so I'm going to do a countdown from the top. I don't have the cleric sheet here. It's weird. Oh, well, he's got a +4 on initiative anyway. All right, so the guards are at, what's my math? Math. Oh, that's easy. All right, who got above 20? Did you? What'd you get?
23.
Above 15. Okay.
I am 15.
18. Did you come down the stairs more?
Ryan,
Right
give me
behind
paper, rock,
you.
scissors. Okay.
Also, will we get a surprise round?
You do.
Nice.
And then what'd you get?
No.
Did you get a 1? What's your dex mod?
+2, so I'm 3.
Okay, so then it's gonna be guard.
So I'll know you were right behind me, so as soon as he
You'll
swings,
feel it go.
Guard 1, guard 2,
I'll
and
reach back with the keys.
all right, and then Krista. All right, so guys, those of you who are tuning in at home, I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Is this it?
Because I found the music and we're going with it. All right, so it feels so good, doesn't it? Hey, I remember you. And then you lunge at him. Ryan, give me your roll. His eyes widen.
Since I'm 13, 17, and 22.
22 is totally a hit. All right, so that was 3 rolls you did?
Yeah.
You spent a key point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so my AC on these guys is, what was your lowest one?
Lowest one was 13,
Yeah, that's a miss.
and then 17, and then 20.
So 2 hits.
Yep. 18.
18 damage.
Yeah. Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Okay. So you're going to slam your fist twice into the guy with the big lantern jaw, and he'll daze back. He'll actually get knocked back 5 feet against the wall, and kind of looks at you bullyingly. Oh, now wait just a darn minute. All right, and we're gonna. So I'm gonna go the first round in initiative or out of initiative order before we drop in. So I'm gonna go Winter and then Mike now because Ryan said he was just jumping in.
Yes.
So what are you doing?
So As soon as I see him start and the
I reach back with the
yeah,
the
it's like
keys.
a perfect relay. He reaches back with the keys. I snap them and I start undoing the doors.
All right, where do you start?
Marjen,
Okay, so
Why don't you start with the one with 6 halflings in it?
we had a deal. We had to get her out.
Yeah, but the half
now, there is a cleric who's basically like reaching into the bars there. So you'll
To
have,
her?
yeah, like he's like trying to give her last rites.
Oh yeah, right.
I'd say
Okay.
go to the six
Six
halflings to
halflings.
help with the fight first.
You could open the 6 halflings. You could open the cell behind him.
Six halflings.
Okay. All right, so you can rush over there, and
I love the key.
you will not pop invisibility opening that.
Oh yes.
As the door slides open, you'll hear 2 of the halflings. One of them says, "What in blazes? Oh, praise the gods! It's a fight." Hail Satan! All right, and Mike, back to you.
She delivers.
I am going to punch the crap out of this guy.
All right, the guy that Ryan already hit.
No, I'm gonna punch the other guy.
The other guy, the girl.
Oh yes, I'm gonna punch the girl.
All right, so you can move up and go ahead and give me an attack.
All right, so
Are you just punching? Wait, hold on. Before you do that, are you punching or are you using the side of your weapon? Use the side of your weapon.
I don't know how melee works, so I'm gonna use the side of the weapon.
Okay. And basically, you're going to do a lot more damage with
okay.
your weapon. You do 1d3 with your fist.
Oh, okay. So that's a 19.
That's going to be a hit.
That's oh, I didn't even add anything to that. God, what do I add to
Strength.
weapon? Just strength?
Unless it's a finesse weapon, then you use strength or dexterity.
This is just a sword.
Okay. Is it a short sword?
Yes.
Then you can use dexterity or strength.
Oh, cool. So that's a 15 for the second one,
All right. 15 for the second one.
and that's a miss for the third one.
Okay, she does have her shield up, so that is going to be a 1 hit.
1 hit, even though it's a surprise round.
I don't think AC
I think
changes. There's no flat foot anymore.
Oh no, but you have advantage. And so would you. You have advantage on the first round of combat when they're surprised. I forgot about that because I was thinking about AC changes.
Yeah, right?
Because you get programmed. So
Okay,
Ryan,
I had one.
you have
miss,
one more. So you reroll that miss.
Nope.
Nope.
That's
Which number was your miss? It was your second roll.
no, the very first one.
It was the first one. Was the miss?
Yes. It went miss, hit.
Okay. All right. So reroll.
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
And reroll again because you missed twice.
Okay. Nope.
Okay. All right.
That was
So
a 3 and a 4 without mods.
So with a surprise, she manages, her eyes widen and she'll bring her shield up just enough to block the first 2 strikes of your sword, but that third one snakes through and clatters her aside the head. So you're going to be doing your dexterity plus whatever your damage is. I believe it's a d6.
And this wouldn't get the radiant damage because she's not undead. That's 4.
Why radiant damage?
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
You don't have the blade-
That's
you still
right.
have the blade
This is
locked
the wrong
in.
one. This one.
Yeah, so you're just rolling a d6, so it's
And I'm adding dex to that, so 6, 7, 8.
8 points of damage.
I'm glad I wasn't using my main sword.
There you go.
That would have done 3.
Yeah, that's really good. So it was 8 total?
8 total.
Fantastic. You crack her aside the head with your short sword, and you can hear clang echo in her ears as she stumbles back, reaching for her head. She's still on her feet, but she is Actually, I'm going to give her disadvantage on her next attack from the strike to the head. You are up, and then we're going into normal initiative.
Okay. I'm going to Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Which one looks? The girl's taking last, right?
The girl looks way better off.
Okay. I will.
Like she's stumbling a bit, but the other guy's like his nose is broken, he's dazed, and
Right.
you can almost see the cartoon birds flying around his
Actually, I'm
head.
going to magic missile.
Yeah, it's like
You can, by the way, you can split magic missile.
Yes. No, I think I'm just going to go full on for her.
Full on for her?
Yeah. I don't.
Okay.
It's not a ton of damage. 9.
9.
yeah, close range, Zeno does not excel.
All right. 3 bolts of energy collide into her frame, and she doubles back against the wall, barely holding on to consciousness. Now we're going to go into main initiative. Winter, you're up.
Another door.
Another door. All right, so the halflings are going to get up, and which door are you moving to? Oh, yeah. So which door are you moving to?
Starting to the back and working my way to the front.
Okay, so you're going to open chimes.
E.
All right, I love chimes. From the halflings, you can go, oh, it's a fight! And then inside of the cell, as the door opens, you hear, haha, it's a fight! In the exact same voice. As the Kenku gets up, and with a cracks his neck to the side.
Cool.
All right, Mike.
I am going to.
Yeah.
Like cutting action to do another one or anything like that.
Yeah, you can move across and open the other one. All out.
And I open another door.
Yeah, sure. Mike.
I'm going to clang her again.
All right. Actually, why don't we switch those figures so that it's representative?
Oh, okay.
Just switch the two, because
Swap them around.
yeah, that's
Oh yeah, because that's the girl.
that's the girl. Yeah. All right, cool.
That's a 20. No, 21.
That's a hit.
And
all right,
that's a 22.
those are hits. Please do less than 3 points of damage. No,
Watch you do it. All ones.
he can't because
It's
he's
true.
using dexterity.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, no, this is the wrong dice.
That's okay. So you are going to. So tell me how she goes down.
I'm just gonna go bang on the top of her
So
helmet.
basically, you just like notch her with the bottom of your hilt.
Yep.
All right. So there's a sound like a stack of cans in a grocery store falling over, and she'll hit the ground hard. Oh, it sounds like someone trying to spike a sack of potatoes. And she is out.
Me when I fall on my longboard.
Yeah, Ryan, you're up. The guy grabs his chin and looks at you with this really hurt look. Like, bro, I thought we had something special here. Oh no. Take disadvantage for being. No, I'm kidding.
That'll be 21 and 7 is 18.
18 is a hit.
So
Did you spend a key point for the second attack?
no, I can do 2. I get a third if I spend a key.
Oh, can you already? Oh, because you're fifth level.
Yeah.
I love being able to just do 2 attacks.
Oh god, that means you get 4 attacks when you throw flurry of blows.
5th level?
Yeah, because you get 2 extra attacks.
I remember that.
Ah,
Whoa.
yeah.
I'm long range, you're close range.
Monks are blenders.
So that'll be 9 and 9
Was
is
it more than-
another 18.
Is it more than 2?
Yes.
Okay, good. So how does this go down?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to drop kick him.
So where?
I've done enough to his face. I actually feel bad. This will be in the chest.
Donkey kick?
Yeah, right into the wall and let him bounce off.
All right, so what you see your monk do a spin, handspring down, and basically do a handspring up with both feet into the guard's chest. He'll fly back against the wall, his head clanging against the rock, and he'll go down rough. Oh, I thought we were cool. I miss this guy. This guy. Guard number 2 is my favorite. All right. At this point, the cleric at the cells stands up, looks around to you. Injustice will not prevail. And I need to borrow the book for a second.
Oh boy.
Nerd.
This is why I wanted to go after the cleric first eventually.
Nerd.
Yeah. I just have to look up because my cleric sheet went missing. That's fine, because the spell list is right here. So I can cast.
I hate clerics.
You've never fought one before. You're about to, though.
Well, it's like, we have one, and I know how OP she is.
That's true. Ooh, wait. I forgot something that he can do. Because I forgot to factor in.
Be a good time for you to show up.
Nice.
Okay, no, you do still only get 3 attacks.
Really?
Because you can, with your martial arts ability, you can use a bonus action to attack when you've attacked. So that's your 2.
I thought it was to gain 2 extra attacks.
So that's using flurry of blows. You use your bonus action to get 2 attacks. So it's essentially a bonus action for an attack, a bonus action plus a key point for 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So you
I was doing it
always, so as long as you have a bonus action, you can always do 2
guard?
that are like
He's a
equal without
human.
key points. But then when you use a key point,
He's
you
just a
get that
cleric. But he's about 5'8", 5'9". It's fairly short for a human.
Do you not get up to the point where you get 2 base attack bonuses, therefore 2 attacks?
Yes.
All right.
And that's the thing.
He is going to look at you
Extra attack, so 5th.
and
Okay, so
You
say,
attack twice.
"This
So your
justice will not.
attack is
Injustice
2.
will not stand.
And then you
Stop
go
where you are."
but just
And
the
pull his
difficulty.
sword. And I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Ooh, a wisdom save.
Yeah, you're actually pretty good at that, but he doesn't know that.
So what do I...
So you roll and you add your wisdom.
Okay,
save.
that's it.
Yeah.
18.
18. You are going to pass this. You will feel a momentary force, as in, it feels like a mailed glove reaches down from heaven and clamps you on the shoulders for a second, holding you in place with like a soldier grabbing a child. And you feel that moment of Arcaris's blessing fill the room, and you shrug the hand off. He looks at you and his eyes widen. So be it then. And he's going to rush you with his sword.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let's do this.
All right. What's your armor class?
15.
Alrighty then.
2 hits?
Ooh, yeah.
Crit?
No.
Okay.
Very high though, because I can instinctively add +10 to any of my attacks. War clerics. They're great.
Damn!
Yeah, they're good.
So is that 1 attack?
No, it was 2.
Okay.
He gets a bonus attack when he casts it. Oh, that could be better. He's only got +2. All right, so actually, what was it? It was 19? Your AC was 19?
Oh, 15.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so he is going to rush in, and 2 strikes are actually going to cut through your defense, and you are going to take 10 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
His sword is sharp, but it can't quite make it through your armor. And so if you could do me a favor, you've moved him into melee.
Yes.
All right. Now we are going down the initiative. Guard 1 is out. Guard 2 is out. Krista.
Hi. I'm gonna just pull up my crossbow and try to shoot him.
All right, that sounds great. It's already temp loaded. That's going to be a hit.
Finally. And that is a D8.
Are we giving up on non-lethal damage?
5.
Is it lethal or non-lethal?
If I can do
You can shoot good guy spots.
Sure, good guy spots.
So that's
In the arm or something like that, yeah. So 5 damage, sorry.
all right. Sounds
Because
great.
range you don't add anything to it.
You have your dexterity.
Oh, 7.
I know they made dex good finally.
Yeah, so
Oh,
7.
so
damage,
7?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you'll fire off a bolt, and it's going to catch him in the shoulder, and he's going to grunt. And as he steps back into a defensive position, he's actually going to bring it up and snap the tip of your bolt off where it's sticking out of his arm with his sword.
Badass.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
I mean, like, I'm gonna name this guy right now. He's that good. His name is Lavash.
Lavash.
No, it's not great. His name is Vashin.
Vashin Lightbringer?
No.
It is now.
I love fantasy last names. It's so ridiculous.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Rise of the Skywalker.
You will find that the facility is operation.
Sorry. Let's get back into game.
Fight the cleric.
All right, fighting with the cleric. So you are going to shoot him. He's going to grunt. And Winter, what do you do?
Behind him.
Oh.
I've got a rope.
All right. So, you're not going to sneak attack him?
Does it look like you're trying to kill him?
You don't have to sneak attack for lethal. You can do sneak attack with like the back of your blade to knock him out.
I was thought they were just gonna gag him.
You're invisible, so your sneak attacks have advantage.
All of them?
Have fun.
By the way, when you're invisible, you can basically sneak attack anybody.
Yeah, but once I attack, that's it, right?
That's it. But if you attack this way, you'll probably have done it.
And what do I add to it? Sorry, dexterity?
You're
Plus
at
3?
it's your dexterity plus your attack mod, or your proficiency bonus. That is. Okay, what is that? Okay, that's going to be a hit. Okay, so now are you rolling an attack with your second weapon as well? Okay, just in case. So roll again.
Or this one?
Yeah.
Is it advantage on that one too?
It's advantage on both attacks.
Oh
Because he
damn.
can't see you at all. And you're behind him.
And the other
Yep.
one is 13 by
So that's 2 hits. I'd apply the crit on the first one. So all dice mods on the first one are, or apply the sneak attack, not the crit. So all dice on the first one are going to, so it's a D8 plus 3d6 at your level. Okay. So go ahead and roll that, and then hell, roll the 6 as well for your secondary attack. With your, or no, it's a D4 with your daggers. And it's plus 2 damage. Okay, so roll that all together. And your dexterity is 18, so we're gonna add 6 to this total.
So this one is 13.
And that 2 down there. That's 13, 15, and 21 points of damage. He is, that hurt. So out of nowhere, you are going to see your rogue come out of the shadows and just appear as she slams the hilt of her rapier into the side of his neck, and then jams the butt of her dagger into the other side of his neck, and he's going to lurch forward, definitely punch drunk. He's not down, but he is definitely in a lot of pain. You know what it feels like to be hit right there at the junction. You've been... I like that you're a full convert now. Like,
because like, is he stunned?
he's not stunned, he's just in pain.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make an attack.
Can I
Disengage?
just...
Yes, you may.
Okay. I will move you back as well. Okay. There we go.
And you're no longer invisible.
You're no longer invisible, so swap her figure out.
I don't have your other figure. Oh wait, yeah, I do. It's right. It's literally right in front of me.
For next game.
So that's over 20 with the mods.
Alright, that's gonna be a
Right
hit.
at the sneaky.
Alrighty. Do 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 do. 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 damage, that's pretty good. So that's going to slam through his defenses. He brings his sword up to block yours. Now you got 2 attacks.
Oh, I do get 2 attacks.
Yeah. So he goes to parry your first one, and you roll the sword over and graze his cheek, slamming the hilt of it into that injured shoulder. And a spray of blood and just a groan of pain as some of his energy just rolls out of him. You basically kicked him in a weak spot. You hit him in a weak spot. And now that your sword's there, let's roll to see if you can follow through.
No.
No?
No, he parried the second attack. That was a 10.
You try to bring the sword up to clang it off of his head, and he ducks under you. But unfortunately, that puts him in the way of...
Punchy McPunch Punch.
Finish him.
You know what? I gotta say, I really respect this cleric. He's a dude,
He's just doing his job.
and he's doing it pretty well considering. Like,
I love how the halflings are like, oh yeah, fight, but they haven't even left that stall yet.
well, they're getting up basically.
This is how fast this is going.
Yeah.
So
That's, I believe it's 2 hits.
25,
That's a hit.
24.
Yep.
The 1, no, and the 8 and 7 is 15.
That's gonna be a miss.
Okay.
He is wearing some armor, so that's 2 hits. And with your strength right now,
25 non-lethal.
all right. So how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna step forward, and just before I hit him, I'm gonna say, "We have to protect innocent lives," and then I'm going to clap him on the side of the head, with both hands.
Yeah, it's just blocks his ears.
And you're going to see, like, his eyes are going to widen. He's going to bring his hands up to try to catch you, but he's not fast enough. Not with how strong your muscles are right now. And you're going to clamp them down, and you can hear the ring and that echo from either side of his ears. And you're pretty sure that you may have done some damage that'll require a restoration spell.
He's a cleric. I don't feel too bad. He can do this.
The world spins out from under him, and he falls like he's in a corkscrew. He hits the ground hard. And now we are out of initiative.
Opening doors like a motherfucker.
All right,
Are you
Marjen.
opening scary guy?
He's sitting on the ground in lotus, sitting on his heels, staring, looking as you approach the gate like a tiger awaiting its meal.
Well, do we know what he was in for?
No, they didn't get to his. They didn't get to him on the docket. I think he said murder when you talked to him. You gonna open the door, little girl? It's been a while since I've seen you. Good to know you came back for me. No, but he saw you were here last night.
Oh yeah.
It's been a month for us.
It's been a month, yeah.
I wouldn't forget someone like you. Open the door.
I'll open the door.
That was a reasonable choice. And he'll hop up to his feet in a single motion. And yes.
Well, she was making possibly bad decisions. I'm
always
gonna
making bad decisions.
I'm gonna use my medicine, pop out the rest of that coral that's in the unconscious priest's shoulder, and pat the thing so it clots.
That sounds great. Make me a medicine roll.
15.
Alright, that's plenty enough to do that. So you'll be able to patch him up. As you do so, Marjen Johns is going to stand up and rub her bleary, swollen eye.
I'm gonna just really quickly cast snare at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Take me a minute, but I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna start working on that.
Who's there? I can't see very well.
We're here to get you out.
I don't really care who you are then. Thank you.
Hello again.
You are the... I have to say, Jassen, I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be nearly this good of a roommate.
I believed you, and I didn't believe her. You're innocent.
She will grasp you with both arms around your waist and hug you tight, burying her head at your navel.
Or I'll hug back.
I was really scared. I didn't do it. I don't want to die. I don't want to die for something I didn't do.
Alright, well, how about we get out of here?
That's it.
Yeah, how about we get out of here? You'll hear your voice echo down the hall.
I have no idea, actually, because I wasn't here.
That's true. You'll hear yourself echo you.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Okay.
Okay.
You will remember him at the court scene because he was there.
Oh, he was at the court
He
scene.
was at the court scene.
Okay. Like, oh.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
I agree with him. Let's go.
I will sort of stand at the edge of my snare and have everyone kind of walk around it to go up the stairs.
The halflings will kind of scurry up. Now let's see how much noise you make.
With my strength bonus while they're scurrying up, can I drag all three unconscious people with both hands and into a cell and close the door?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I'll go up last.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
We made a lot of noise, didn't we?
Oh. Yeah.
I am watching the
All
stairs.
right. So, we're going to make it upstairs so we can move out of the dungeon. That was a great use of 3 hours of my time for 20 minutes a game.
That was
That's the way it
But it's
goes.
beautiful and you can reuse it again.
I know, and anybody who wants to borrow it. I know.
We
Right?
did it.
You did it. That was actually surprisingly good.
Yay!
All right. You make your way up the stairs, and you know what? I'm going to give him disadvantage because of the stone.
It's still really good.
It's pretty good, but he's got the equivalent of cover. So +5 to AC. I'll just say that's a -5 to the roll, or +5 to the difficulty.
Oh, I'm still dressed like a guard, too.
Slightly shiny.
So are you going up the stairs first, or who's going up the stairs first?
I'll go up the stairs first.
Say guard.
A guard looms at the top of the stairs, or you hear a door open and a guard leans in. Hey, what's going on down there? Looks down at you. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
What the hell was that? It sounded like someone was getting their ass kicked.
You need to get down here.
Jesus. Oh, wait, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's hard, right?
Oh, Arcaris. Arcaris Christo. No.
Quick, get down here.
All right. So he's going to rush down, drawing his sword as he goes.
Right into the snare.
Right in. Let's see if he can.
If you jump it,
So that is make me a deception roll.
Thank you.
I think it's actually based on this. Successful intelligence investigation check against my spell save DC, which it is a first level spell, so that's 10 plus my
It's
intelligence
8
is
plus
12.
your intelligence.
Oh, 8, so that's 10 plus your level.
And I got
Which is
22.
5, so 15.
I don't think that's correct.
I'll
It's
double
usually
check.
your proficiency bonus
Oh, then, well, 13 then.
or your mod. Yeah, it's like it's usually like 13.
I thought it was your mod plus your
I
something.
know for
There's two
Pathfinder, I don't
numbers.
know for this.
Can I borrow this?
Yeah, please. I don't need it anymore. You knocked him out.
Um,
He got an 11. Wait, no,
11,
he would have more proficiency than that. So what'd you get?
22.
Okay, he got a 12 for detect motive. So I'm just going to assume that he's in a hurry and doesn't notice.
Okay.
Because,
I'm gonna look it up anyway.
yeah, please look it up anyway.
I mean, he just had a guard be like, "Quick, get down here!"
So he rushes, and then suddenly you hear
Proficiency plus intelligence.
as rope pulls out of nowhere and lassos him to the ceiling. Ah! Hey! Give me! And before he's going to make a lot more noise. And the door at the top of the stairs is open. What do you do? 5, 4,
I'm
3,
closing.
Bang!
I'm
Okay.
gonna close it with Unseen Servant.
All right, so
Or actually, Mage Hand. I can do it with Mage Hand, can't
so
I?
you
I
close
can also
the
do it with thaumaturgy.
you close the door with Mage Hand. What do
Yeah.
you do? So,
I'm gonna go boom in the head.
okay, go ahead and just make me a roll.
That's gonna be a 5 for the first one.
Is it going to be 5?
Do I get advantage because he's roped
yeah,
up?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for the first one. So that's gonna be a 21 for the first one.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. He's upside down. I'm going to say this is like basically a coup de grace, but non-lethal. So you're
Okay,
just going to basically go
Yeah.
right between the eyes. Hey, what are you...
And I'm gonna leave him
Okay.
because that's a good show.
All
All
right.
right. Up the stairs we go.
You make it up the stairs, and as the halflings walk by, one of them is going to hawk a loogie on him.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would too.
Right.
If I was them.
Where are you headed? Just out into the street and away?
Out the door.
Right. You head out the door. The
And
man...
very quickly, gone.
Right. Which way are you headed?
Should we take them back to the bar?
And in easily.
I will say to the lower level. I will actually ask you to take us to the lower level first. At least we're off the lower down we go, the less guards we go.
Alright, let's go.
All right. So you start moving your way down to the lower levels. I would like you to make me a roll, please. Flip your sheet. And let's see, what are you good at?
Arcana.
Well, that's not going to happen. Why don't you go ahead and give me a survival roll.
17.
That's pretty damn good. So you know the best ways to make it through the town here. You cut through several alleys, and maybe we'll save. Wisdom save. Nothing. If you want to, I just take this.
Okay.
All right. So you're running. Your entire crew of halflings and a couple of tallings, the Kenku and the others. Some of them start to peel off. The woman in the green dress just vanishes into one of the side alleys as you run by with a thank you.
There we go.
Scary guy's with you still. As you run by an alleyway, actually, a guard will loom out of nowhere and go, "Hey, what do you?" Right as the scary guy passes, and you will hear as the man's head turns around.
Oh! When you don't go for non-lethal,
Yeah.
It is scary. He seems
you're just running past.
Basically, what he does
He's
is,
on our side.
as quick, you are going to be able to. It basically looks like he waves, and the guy's head turns around. You will actually see him go catch the man's helmet, and then hit his jaw with the other hand in an obvious monk style.
Can I make a roll to try to recognize?
Yeah, you absolutely may.
That
So
is
that's going.
beautiful.
Oh, that's so cool.
Which one would that be?
I have nipple piercings.
You think he does too? He's shirtless. He's got a lot of tattoos.
Oh, hello.
Found your next bam
What would it be?
I'm
Investigation?
gonna say this is going to be. Make this as. Give me your proficiency plus wisdom.
Plus wisdom. Okay.
What if that's my new catchphrase?
I have nipple rings. I mean, hey, it works.
25.
Yes,
Zeno
that
probably
is
doesn't know that
a
yet.
style of martial art known as the Poison Fist.
Oh.
Practiced by assassins and other malcontents. Basically, it's considered to be a dark art among the martial arts community. Incredibly effective. But it's the kind of thing, so your martial art is basically about redirection and control. His is like the 5-point heart explosion technique.
Oh boy.
You know, they both do the same thing. It's just that you have the option of non-messy.
Mm-hmm.
His is basically maximum damage at all times. He's the evoker or necromancer of monks.
Anyone looking at me will be able to hear my non-verbal disapproval.
I'm not looking at you.
Yeah. It's just like anger.
I think she's a little distracted.
Yes.
Let's keep going. Did you spend that inspiration?
No.
Ah, damn it.
I'm gonna give
I
you
would
one.
give you inspiration for that. Holy shit.
Okay.
Like your tongue literally came out of your mouth like a cartoon. You make your ways down the streets, and in the distance you can hear the rat-tat-tat of other fireworks, other dragon snaps going off.
He's still going.
He's still going. You guys have been gone for less than 10 minutes.
Yay, go us! We are such a
That was
cool
3
team.
rounds of combat. That
And
was
you
30
thought
seconds.
this was a bad plan.
We are so good. We are so good.
Not even.
And as soon as you say, "We are so good, we are so good,"
Oh no.
you feel a lurch in your chest. And as we are so good, she's going to drop to her knees. It feels like that, you know this feeling, that deep, cold, lurching feeling in your gut. Something around here, something that reminds you of the change. Something that reminds you of the goddess. Something resonates with you here. And I need a perception roll off of everybody. Oh, damn. Good job, Ryan.
It'll be 25.
That'll be 20. 25?
Ah!
8.
You gotta be shitting me. I rolled a 1 and a 5 on my advantage roll.
Oh no.
There's something around here. It feels like one of those. One of the shards. And if not around here, at least active, somewhere within. Oh. Like if you heard a bell that distance.
And just now, not down in the dungeon or anything.
No, I'm not down in the dungeon. Now that you're moving down into the 2nd level of the city. But, what'd you get, 25? You got a...
25.
Holy shit. And you got a...
I'm like, guys.
You got a 25?
No, I got 15.
Oh,
That would have been super
because you did that once already,
Yeah,
so I was like,
exactly.
what? You guys are just cheating me.
It's one of those.
Oh
I
boy.
got an 8.
You know, Nate? The two of you are going to hear, just barely, the sound of footsteps on
Cobblestone?
not cobblestones. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of shingles.
Up.
And you will see a small shape, not much larger than a halfling, running across a rooftop with a large bag on its back. Hey! Where's my steak? All the meat's gone! You hear from inside of the house. The lights start turning on.
Do I have a clear line of...
Just barely, yeah. You're gonna shoot?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna shoot.
Shoot to kill?
Shoot to incapacitate.
Alright.
I want to, like, get her in the leg or something.
Oh, it's halfling sized. You don't think that it's...
Oh, it's the entire thing.
You don't think it's foul morale.
No, but,
Who knows? But all right, so you're going to go ahead and make me the shot. Now, it's dark, but you're a Gloomstalker, so go ahead and make it without any advantage or disadvantage.
okay. That is gonna be 22 for the first.
Okay. Well, I'm going to... This is just a reaction, so you'll be able to do one.
Okay, so 22 to hit.
22 is going to be hit. Roll me damage.
Do.
And you are going to see this as well, but it's outside of your range, basically. It's about 20 feet in the air.
That's gonna be 1 base.
Plus your dex.
Plus that and that.
Is it a
and that.
normal arrow?
Yeah, just normal arrow.
Okay, what do you do,
So
Ryan?
3, 4, 5.
You know what? I'm going to spend a key point and activate Step Wind so I can double my jump distance, which
Okay.
I don't know what it's at strength 25, but I'm sure it's high.
I'm gonna allow it.
And I'm going to leap up to the
Make
rooftop.
me an athletics roll, basically, and don't fail.
And that'd be 6 damage.
All right. So with 6 damage, you're going to, as you're racing down the way with a bunch of halflings in tow, suddenly your half elf draws and fires, or draws and looses, and you'll hear. 12. All right. So, and then your drunken master friend looks back, glares at the savage monk behind him, and does a spinning, basically bicycle kick up the side of the building, and is suddenly on the roof. So you're up on the roof. The creature you shoot breaks sight with you. So they're basically out of range now because they're up on the roof. Okay.
I don't even have my boots anymore.
Yeah, we're having your boots.
I gave them to
Amy?
Amy, I think.
Okay. That bear can jump real high.
Yeah.
Up on the roof. The halfling, hard to tell, it's wearing a cloak, but it hit the ground hard and rolls. It has an arrow jutting out of its shoulder, and it reaches up and with a furred hand rips it out. What the fuck?
Does it sound familiar, the voice?
No, not at all. And you land on the roof with a little tip. Who are you? You can see. Make me a Oh wait, you have dark vision.
Yeah, no.
Make me a perception roll anyway. I want to see how many details you can get.
That'll only be 14.
So that's pretty good. The creature that you're looking at has long fingernails, almost like claws and fur running down its hands. It looks at you, and from under its dark green hood, you can see a long snout sticking out.
Is that even...
You have no idea. You've never
Yeah.
seen something like this
So
before.
where halfling?
What do you want, human?
Are you? Who are you? What's in the bag?
Butt Up doesn't want to tell you. Butt Up wants to take the meat and go. Maybe you should let him before he pokes you.
I'm just going to charge him at that point.
Your death.
All right, let's roll initiative. Fucking love Butt Up.
Oh, so quick sidebar. What are you doing?
8.
All right. I have initiative. All right.
Reaction.
All right. Ryan,
We
you're
actually
going to
shoot
charge
things.
forward. I need the PHB. What? So I don't have access to that. I didn't expect you to get into a fight with him. I should have known better.
Exactly what we were discussing earlier.
Yep. Always be ready to get ambushed.
Yo.
I know we're in the middle of combat. Can I do an insight? Because he seems aggressive and bad.
Sure. Go ahead and make me an insight roll.
You don't say.
You know what? He seems aggressive and bad. We're going to go with that.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Do you So Ryan, you have not taken a turn in the combat yet because the combat just began.
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, I did say I charged him, so I'm moving, but I haven't attacked, you know.
Okay.
And
Well,
this
you're
is
not
the day we
surprised.
lose our elf.
Yeah.
Is he an assassin or is he a thief?
I mean, he's running away with a giant sack of meat he stole.
You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Ooh, second story work. Of course I'm a thief. Because I can sneak around like crazy. All right, so you're going to rush forward, and suddenly you're going to see a glint of steel in his hand, and he's going to slash out at you. Twice.
Armor class 17.
17. That is 4, 3, 7, 1. Miss one hit. All right, with his short sword, that's going to be 10 points of damage. As he slashes once at your face, you step back, and that puts you in range so that he rakes the blade across your hip. Big elfy man want to die?
And I'll say to you,
Oh, and
there's something on the roof.
he's going to use his bonus action to disengage. Because he can. Yeah. So basically, he's going to jump back 5 feet from you. We can do this Theater of the Mind style. And I will put this back on here.
Yep.
All right, what do you do?
I want to step forward and flurry him.
All right, go ahead. Ooh, what's your armor class?
15.
15. So he's probably at 6. He's at 15 as well. Then.
Those two are 13. That one will be 14 and then 22.
Okay, so how many attacks was that? 4? How do you? I thought it was only 3. That
No, it's
She forgot.
because he's 5th level, so his attack is 2 attacks.
and
And then the
spend
bonus.
for 2 extra.
Yes.
Yeah, I was right.
Well, yeah, I think we were getting because I
That's
was
fine,
like
that's
this bonus and this is.
All right, so 3 shots will fire past his head, and he dodges with an incredible dexterity, and then that last one will be a kick that you bring up to his side.
And that'll be 11 damage.
11. Oh shit. How many hit points do you have? I don't have a sheet prepared. So
Likewise,
yeah,
I got 45.
35.
45.
45. Yeah, it's a little more reasonable. So that was 11.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to hit him in the ribs, and you can hear the sound of one of those floating ribs dislocate and lap over one of the top ones. Don't like you.
Explaining will be less painful.
Attacking me will be the last mistake you ever made. And I'm going to take 2 shots at you. Here. All right, 15.
17 is my armor class.
Okay, so 1. All right, so that's another 9 points of damage. And he is going to disengage and do a full move away from you. So basically, he's going to run 30 feet. Wait, 35 feet. I forgot about that bonus.
He's attacking me with 2 swords?
Hmm?
When he's attacking me, is it 2 swords?
Oh, you're... Yes, but he...
So did he drop his bag?
No.
Okay.
He's got it tied around his neck, basically.
Kind of like a special.
Yeah, basically,
Awesome.
it's like a panty thief, basically. He looks like he's dressed for a panty raid. Now, here's the thing. At this range, so he slashes you twice. He's quick. You have... he's quick like Marisol. The fact that he can, slash at you twice and run is really annoying, first of all. But as you're point blank with him, give me another perception roll, because you're getting close enough that you can actually look him in the eye.
That's a 20, 17, 6, 23.
You get a look at him right into his face. I think it's Scotty.
Right. No, I couldn't have possibly heard of that kind of a species.
I mean, like gnolls? But they're hyenas.
Mhm.
This is not that. Ugh. And he's going to jump back and run away.
No, this is too interesting. Plus,
And what's your
it
speed?
It was somehow connected to her. My speed, I just did Flurry of Blows. So my speed right now is 45.
45?
Yeah, I get bonus 10 for Flurry of Blows.
Do you? Oh, because you're drunken?
It's part of the Flurry of Blows. Gives disengage and plus 10 speed.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Or is that something you can use as a key point separately?
I wrote it down as Flurry, so I don't know. I assume
Well,
you did all-
that actually would mean you replace Flurry of Blows with that. At least that's from my reading of monks. Is that but it might. It's normally not something you
Yeah.
add.
So I think, let's look up, I think it's Drunken Style that allows you to get that. It's not part of Flurry.
No?
No. It's Drunken Style. Was that from Xanathar's?
It was in Xanathar's.
Mike, can you grab
I
Xanathar's?
have 5e open.
I mean, look it up too. We're faster together.
Go team.
It's your key points. You can spend 1 key point to take disengage or dash as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled.
Mm-hmm.
So Step of the Wind does all of that when you when you spend it each round.
Here we go, drunken technique. Whenever you use flurry of blows, you gain the benefit of the disengage action, and your walking speed increases by 10 feet until the end of the current turn. So until the end of the turn that was just happening.
Okay, so you're...
And then I'm back down to 35 speed.
So you're back to normal?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Okay, yeah, if it's a new round.
Okay, so you're going to chase him?
Yeah, how far away is he?
30. He's 35 feet.
Yeah, I'll go up and just hit him again then.
Okay, so you only get one attack because you're doing a full move.
Okay.
And
He gets this bonus because he's a master thief.
Yeah, I thought because 5th level I'd still get 2 because I'm not using a bonus.
It's because... Is that full action? I thought that you only got that on your full action. Or did they change that?
5th, I don't know.
Whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
Oh, yeah. Then, all right, you can get the 2.
Yeah. Either way, somehow he's tied to white.
They changed that. In Pathfinder, it was different, remember? Because it was like, oh, you only get 1 if you run.
Yeah.
Alright.
Somehow he's tied to her. I don't know how. This needs to be investigated. He's not going anywhere.
Alright.
So 19 and 16.
It would be higher than 19. Have you been remembering to add your... Oh, yeah, because you have the modified strength, dude.
Yeah, well, I've just been adding the modified strength, sorry.
You had your proficiency as well.
Okay, so my hits would have been harder.
Okay, so that's 2 hits then.
Yeah. So... Technically, I should have been going 9 and 9. Oh well. 6 and 18 is 24.
24 total?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Alright, so how do you... So are these just basically punches into his back? As he's running?
He's running... Yeah, just up to him, and then, like, one would be like a backhanded chop, and then followed by his full swing.
He's going to cough blood onto the ground. And is going to... I'm going to double move, basically. So that's going to move him... he's just going to flat out... He's going to... You take the move action twice, right? You can do a dash action.
A dash is a bonus, so move.
And then I can do another dash
as a
for being a
bonus.
master thief. So he's just going to flat out run as hard as he can. So that's going to move him 35, 105. He is... There's a feat, basically.
Yeah,
There's a...
so I can... The best I could do is 70.
Yeah, so you can still try to chase him. Down on the main street, what
Yeah.
you hear is... You hear a yelp when your arrow lands, and then Jassen goes up there, and you hear a little bit of... And then...
now, following along on the ground, can I see them at any point?
As you will see a couple of silhouetted shapes jump between rooftops. I'm just going to say that's... You're just giving chase, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to start prying up, like, bits of, like, the shingling and throwing it.
I'm going to turn to you. Say where they need to go. I'm going to start going up.
I don't think...
Alright, go ahead and give me Master Climber, I believe.
You can't attack if you're doing a full run, right?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I won't. No. I'll keep pace with him. I'm more curious.
Yeah, I'll also hand it to you in 1 second. I'm actually just pulling it out right now. So it's right... Winter, you're looking at... second story work is what you use. So you could just...
Sorry.
Please.
I was gonna say, can I make an athletics roll to try and scale the building?
Yeah, you may. Or acrobatics.
Or ooh. Acrobatics
There's a
is
dumpster up ahead.
Ooh.
Doesn't cost
12.
me from the-
12?
I don't. Yeah, and I just. Yeah.
So you can do it. It'll take you 2 rounds.
Do you want
Okay.
athletics for me to get up there?
Or acrobatics. Let's do acrobatics. Because you're gonna... Do you want to do parkour?
Inspiration?
Yeah, okay, I'll allow it.
Nope.
Is that 2 1s in a row? Alright, so up ahead of you, Zeno runs, jumps on the tip of a dumpster, and uses it to vault up, but as he does, the pressure of that pops the dumpster lid open. You are in midair at this point, you land in the dumpster and the lid falls on you. You got 2 1s in a row. I'm sorry.
It could have been worse.
It could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Smell you guys later.
I stop.
They will smell you later.
Seeing this, I stop. I use Mage Hand to open the lid, and then cast Prestidigitation on her and continue running.
You are the cleanest smelling garbage you have ever been.
Take out the trash.
You are the trash this time.
Oh, all right. So running after, so Zeno, you're going to climb up, huffing and puffing as you basically like hold on to a drain pipe and slowly Tarzan swing your lower body back and forth until you pull it over the side of the roof. And then you're up and you can see these two running and dancing around the roof. Basically, the smaller one is like running in a circle, keeping him behind him. And they're just looping the building at this point.
How far away are they?
From you, about 60 feet. They're basically on the next roof over. All right. Shooting to kill? Like, this is almost looking funny. I will give you that.
Leave me alone, shitheel!
No, I'm shooting to bring down.
Okay.
I'm shooting to bring down.
Okay.
And
He's going to call you a shitheel, by the way.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
Okay,
Really
so...
wish I had a better song than the...
Alright. So, we got...
Is that a 1? Is that a 1? Cool. So roll damage.
So something we were really good and then we really suck.
Yeah, we really suck, holy crap.
Roll damage.
Now can I still do a second attack?
Yeah, sure.
Because this wouldn't be the first round of combat anymore.
Mm.
Although, would it be for me because I've been
No,
out
because
of
the
combat?
combat's already been joined.
Okay.
Gloomstalkers are ambushers.
That's gonna be a second miss as well.
Okay, can you roll me damage on that first one? And you know what? Roll me another dice on that. Oh, actually, yeah, what's your damage?
What's your damage?
Would you roll on the die?
I rolled a 5, so that is that's 2.
Is this a normal arrow
3,
or
4,
special?
5. This is a normal one.
And Hunter's Mark?
Yep. Oh yeah, Hunter's Mark. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's it. I just add Dex to that, don't I?
And any special arrows or anything?
Yeah. And I have my bracers. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12? Okay. Ryan. I don't think you're gonna arrow snare this.
Deflect missiles, it doesn't cost key.
I mean, sure. If you fail, you're gonna take double damage, though.
Sure.
All right. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
So, 4 and 7 plus my level is 5, so 7 and 5 goes to 12 damage. I negate.
12 damage.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
God, I am doing really badly tonight.
Now, I don't know how epic we want this, but technically, by deflect missile, if I bring it down to 0, I catch the missile.
So I just gave you an arrow to stab the guy.
Literally, you shoot an arrow and I just run past and pluck it.
All right. So, you are going to, as you're running, an arrow zooms at your head out of nowhere, and you're going to catch it right before it touches your eye. And this may feel cool, but you're supposed to be good at this.
I can't believe how poorly
Is
I'm
that
doing
like an
tonight.
action? Or is it
It's
a
a
free action?
reaction.
It's a reaction? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe how badly I'm doing tonight. This is crazy.
All right.
I guess every character needs a down day every now and then.
All right, and with that, your quarry is going to leap off the roof.
Oh, just go.
Do you follow?
Where does it, like, into an alley or into an open?
He leaps off the roof into, it looks like a dark alley.
Yeah, I'm gonna leap off the. I'm gonna follow.
That sounds good. Make me a perception roll.
Sure. That's gonna be 12.
All right. You leap off, you land readily in the alley. There's refuse everywhere, as well as quite a few beggars. You're down here on the second level. And then you see it. There's a dark shape in the corner. That's what you need to attack. The music's telling you have to attack.
Yep. I can't think of it.
And what was your perception roll?
12.
12.
Yeah. Yeah, unless there's... Wait, is it... Actually, there's refuge everywhere, you said, right?
There's refuse everywhere, but you can see that dark cloak.
Is there... Yeah, because it's kind of a dead-end area, right? I guess?
It's like really bowery-ish, so a lot of tent city stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go forward and attack him.
Alright, do it.
I want answers, so this is still non-lethal.
Alright, sure. Sounds great. That's a hit.
17, and the other one won't be.
Nope, it's a hit. He doesn't even try to dodge.
For...
You're gonna do max damage on both.
Oh god, what did I hit?
There is the sound. So you run over to the rooftop and you see as he rushes up to the corner where this creature is huddled in, he slams his fist in, as there's an explosion of gore. You're covered with blood and chunks of meat, and you look down where he left the bag of meat in his cloak, and it's not there anymore. You are covered with bits of bacon dangling off of your head.
Can I see him?
Can you make me a perception roll?
I can.
It's smoked. What'd you get?
9.
If it's a 1, that's him right there. Shoot him. Stop shooting me! Just stop shooting your
It's like for everyone else. Oh, we suck.
Yeah, holy Mac, I'm doing so badly tonight. Zeno is really having...
You know,
he
we're
is
in the
talking.
bigger area, that's fine. I'm just gonna shake off the meat.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try to even save the stuff on me. Because
People are like looking around like, what the hell? That's one way to beat your meat.
I'm gonna grab the cloak. I don't really care about the meat bag.
Dirty meat bag.
So as you pick it up, it smells like wet dog. Like it's... Don't worry about making the roll.
Okay.
I was like, you need to make a... No.
Wet dog.
Wet dog is very... Like it's...
No.
Mhm.
Like the master of your temple had like a little Highland Terrier that smelled just like this.
That's weird.
He was a nice dog. His name was Sifu. Writing that down.
Sifu.
Is there, I don't know, a name stitched into the cloak, pockets in the cloak, something? Is
Yes, actually. Let me see how much I was able to get rid of. Nothing. Okay. Checking the inside pockets, you can see that there are a number of things inside. One of them... He would keep this on softy. You'll find 2 platinum coins, as well as a handful of copper coins, not really worth counting, as well as 10 gold coins.
Yep.
A lady's diamond ring,
Oh.
very small, like a chip. You'll also find a deed to a manor in Eastwick, which is on the mainland somewhere. It looks like an... It's a... You know what? You don't have that. It's a perfectly legitimate copy. Show it to your rogue for validation. And then you're going to find... I think it's another coin for a second, but it's not. It's an amulet of some kind. It's brass and stamped with an intricate acid work. And it... I'll just write this down for you because it's probably easier.
Zeno's just like raging out on the roof, like, why can't I hit anything tonight? And then he's gonna jump down.
I can't. I can't write tonight.
all that running you down?
Yeah, it does that to you.
I don't know what his con was like, but I was hoping that we'd go long enough to actually, like, recognize that?
No. Name. It looks like, honestly, like a dog tags. If you flip it in Elven,
I know that. Of course I know that.
you know Elven. Also, you know that name. Her statue is in the basement of Pit Marin, or someone with the same name. Lady Marine. Yes, the entire thing is a quagmire of cacophonies.
I will spare the coppers to the gathering homeless people because they're homeless and that'll be helpful. And I will tell them that the food is theirs and they're gonna walk away.
Thank you, sir.
Hold the cloak under my arm and walk away.
Just as I hit the ground.
You hit the ground and...
Oh, wait, do I need to make a roll for that?
Nah.
For jumping? Okay.
Nah, I'll allow it.
I'd probably fail and smash head first anyways.
You want to make a roll?
I want to make a
An
roll.
acrobatics roll.
I want to make a roll. Hey!
Did you do okay?
I did pretty well, yeah. I got 19.
Okay. So
So-
you land on the ground.
That's
you
always
you
gonna
will
sit.
run around the corner at this point and see him throwing out coins to beggars. You can see a couple of begging children going and picking up bits of bacon off of the street.
I'm gonna, as I walk past you, I'm gonna pull out of my belt your arrow. I'm gonna hold it up serious like at you. I want my whiskey back. And I'm gonna pass you back your arrow.
You already doused yourself in it.
It was just one of them.
What do you do?
You fight well close range.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Give me a
Let's
perception roll.
meet up with the rest of them.
Agreed.
You heard of dog people?
I have not heard of
Seven?
dog people.
It's -1.
But I can...
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're role playing. Keep going.
But Mars did mention the assassin that we're looking for is her master is a cat. All this would probably be if we just went after a dog person.
Some sort of animals? Mage? Sentient?
I have no idea about this. This isn't my area.
Once we make sure the halflings are safe, they let us know what they know. We should meet up with the others, and
We should also ask the halflings if maybe they know anything about this.
they might know about the dog.
So, they're saying that and walking out of the alley. You take a look around. Feeling that echo is still in your chest. There's a shard in this city. You can feel it. It's on this side of the bridge. Where? Your attention is watching the urchins moving among the piles of meat. Some of them eating the raw bacon out of desperation. Smoked. So raw-ish. Despite that streak of greed, you have that thick purse dangling at your hip. You always have a thick purse dangling at your hip. You're a thief.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just saying you might feel guilty for a second. You might not.
Do it that way you
Yeah, do with it what you will. I'm just saying that you're seeing a lot of hungry people and you're quite well off. I'm just saying that grew up in an okay family.
Pretty okay.
You didn't have anybody who was really poor in your town.
No.
Is this what cities are like?
That's all I wanted to get in.
Yeah. These cities aren't all they're cracked up to be. With that, you can go and rejoin your friends. As you exit the alley, walk well out of earshot, under one of the hanging roofs, a furry face looks out from where it was hugging underneath the overhang of the roof.
Assholes.
And then we're going to cut back to you meeting up with the halflings. Later on that night, you meet at your prearranged location. Down on the first level. A small shrine. Not that one. For Dog Run Bridge has many shrines in it. And, as promised, you meet at a small shrine of Kaz, god of adventure, whose symbol is a simple feather. Travels everywhere on the wind. As you approach, you can see 3 halflings. Their silhouettes against a pale candle. Marjen, Eljen, well. You made it.
Here we are.
Marjen smiles tiredly, her eye slightly swollen.
Glad to see everybody made it out.
To clasp her hands and bow deeply to you. Thank you so much for your aid.
You're welcome.
I'll do anything I can to help. You've made a friend for life.
Same goes for us.
Yeah, that's right.
Now that you mention it, we just ran into something extremely strange.
Oh?
And maybe one of you folks might know something about it. Have you encountered any
It was,
dog people?
yeah, like, it kind of reminded me of my master's dog. He was a terrier. Loved him.
Did you just get a nat 20?
Shout out to the 2 crew.
No, I got 3 2s.
Oh my god.
But, anyways, he fought well, very well, was sentient, he could talk, and was, running on pigs. I ended up losing him in the second level.
I mean, that's odd, but why were you going after him?
You doubled over when he came into sight. I didn't even think to ask why.
Are you
afterwards.
okay?
What was that? I assumed he's not a spellcaster. I assumed it was a dart or something.
Reaction to the...
Oh!
Mhm.
Shard?
Ah,
What? You don't ask those kind of things. No, I don't think so.
sorry, lady.
Do you...
Eljen, Marjen says, perhaps you should go and prepare the safe house.
Aye, I probably should. I'll do that right away.
At your leave. Thank you, and thank you. He'll run off, leaving just the 2 NPCs, which will be less confusing for me to voice.
There.
What do you mean shard? Marjen says.
It's your story to tell.
I'll get a drink.
Well, let's go for the short version.
Yes. You don't need to tell your life story. Just... Okay, fine. She was not really a tiefling. No, wasn't originally a tiefling. But she was always a troublemaker.
She broke into a tomb, stole a crystal, and
From a
it broke.
goddess's shrine.
But I don't know how exactly.
The goddess of Nern, it broke.
Your memory's very fuzzy.
Shards of it ended up everywhere.
You angered Nern.
That's why she's a tiefling.
And somehow that sentient dog thing must be... Maybe it has another shard.
Did you tell us that the cat had a shard?
Oh. Well then. Sorry I don't know anything about it, but I'll definitely keep my ears out for dog people.
I'll check in the library next time I'm in.
That's a great point. If you want to know anything, you can't get to the Library of Magic from here, but you can get to the Library of Lore. Ilvaris knows everything. About everything, right?
He knows everything.
But he's been alive for long enough.
True.
The man's almost 1,000 years old.
The other thing is, now that you are out, do you know anything about
Jassen.
a Falmarel Moonblight?
Balmoral.
Yeah. He was an assassin supposedly hired by the Fast Cloud.
Cool. A messenger came by the Fast Cloud when we were starting to set up, our initiative, and offered their services. It was like something out of a dream or a nightmare, I suppose. They arrived out of basically nowhere, a fairly normal-looking person, kind of fuzzy, hooded, dark skin, kind of wasn't a drow, but it was a drow. Said that they were willing to take care of our problem for us. Aaron considered it, but just for a moment. And then he said no, that we could do this without killing. Sent her on her way.
When we came in, the day we came into town, we intercepted her attempting to assassinate the Jarl's Seneschal. She explicitly said the Fast Cloud sends its regards.
I think if the assassin, and this might be a bit of a stretch, but maybe not. If she's somehow tied to your friend there, Nona, then perhaps they're trying to escalate this.
Maybe.
We were talking before we came to get you. She was telling us that
Known as the other tiefling.
she was telling us that Nona was with you when you went to overthrow the Jarl and then vanished for a bit. Also that she spotted a dart in the Jarl. I've heard of drugs that can have hallucinogenic effects. Jarl may have been the one to kill her brother and not realized it.
The dart. Yeah, I can actually. Do any of you have any charcoal or a pencil?
Pull
Oh, you totally do.
Yeah.
'Cause I can draw it for you actually. That's what I rolled. So she will sketch up. So it had a dark, almost like a purple plume, and it had a mark on the side of it. It had a large tip. I've seen it before. I was close enough to see it. And well, she'll sketch out a little symbol. Basically, the dart that she describes is about the size of a golf tee, where it has that large wedge head with the feathery plume to gain up momentum inside of the blowgun. And she'll show you the symbol. It was glowing slightly in the light. It was the only light in there. Everyone make me...
No.
No? That's pretty good.
13.
What's that?
19.
You will immediately...
17.
17. Both of you will know you slightly better. And you?
13.
13. You recognize that it's a dark god sigil. But it's a very, very simple swirl that reminds you of the serpent of Hisk, the god of murderers and assassins. You've rarely dealt with their ilk before. They are actually, their worship is banned in Thestral. This ain't Thestral anymore, though.
Just out of curiosity, does that trigger me into my nightmares at all?
No, not
No?
yet.
Okay.
Not yet. This is more personal. This is bloodlust murder. This is
I was just thinking that serpent image.
no, different. This is definitely a distinctly different feeling serpent.
Okay.
I will give you that. Who was the man that she tried to kill?
The Jarl's
Seneschal.
Seneschal.
Was it
Very bookish man.
He was the
Balding?
one.
Young and Balding?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the one
Dork.
who came into the courthouse the other day to give the
He was
testimony.
testifying against me. He was the chief witness besides the Jarl. He was going to corroborate her story.
Would Aaron have hired him to save you?
He was worried enough, yes.
In that case,
Damn
should
fool.
be asking the seneschal some questions. I mean, he might just be lying out of loyalty to the jarl, but maybe he does know more. I don't know. I would like to think that he's just foolishly, blindly loyal, but
I'd like to find this assassin.
Do whatever we can to help you from the shadows. We'll keep working. When the time is right, we can bring that barrier down. Bring some justice to this damn city. Thank you all.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to... And as she says that, there's a tremor. Ground rumbles. As an earthquake echoes across the earth scar. Why don't we call game there? That seems like a good place. Do you guys have some fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krista, thank you so much for showing up. I hope you had fun. I really like your character.
Hooray, me too.
That made you giggle a lot, so that's really good. That's good. That's good. And you guys got some fun, and
We got some action.
Yeah.
yeah, this is. I was really worried when you were fighting him, and I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna kill this NPC, and I didn't even get to introduce him. And then I'm like, wait, Master Thief, I can hide if I'm out of sight. So he literally jumped off the building, grabbed the pipe, and hid under the roof awning, and was just like, oh my god, and like dropped his stuff in the corner. Was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I've got 10 hit points left. Oh my god.
I was just trying to.
He's like,
I know, but he's basically Rocket Raccoon, so he couldn't not attack you.
Yeah.
This is his character.
Kind of wanted to
he had 10 hit points left.
Yeah.
sleep.
If I hadn't have botched, he probably would have been done.
He would have been unconscious. He's a named NPC, so he does not die automatically.
Plus, I was doing non-lethal.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you had beaten and you saw that roll, that was a good high check. I got a base 19 plus his like stealth of like 10 or something like that. It's a ridiculous amount. But you totally just could have like hit him with a tile from the ground. Plus, I really like the idea of you just beating a sack of meat like Rocky.
That was funny.
But very good. You guys actually...
This was a gong show.
It was a gong show, but they survived and they managed to actually rescue all the prisoners, and nobody is going to be able to remember what they look like through their many, many concussions.
Yay!
All right, so I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. In entirety. This is the end.
Apparently.
So thank you very much for tuning in to Dork Tales. We will see you again on Monday night. You won't see them, but you will see Christine and Amy, and special guest star Chris Blogg is going to be coming and playing Jarl Anzen Marlowe's apprentice.
Swapping out Chris's.
We're swapping out Chris's, basically. And then we might add one more person if that game needs an extra person, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and prepare for an even wackier set than that.
Woo.
Anyway, we'll see you on Monday. So, special show on Monday, the 2nd, because there is not going to be an episode broadcast on 2 weeks from today. We're skipping that one because I have family in town, because I am officially a master now, apparently. I got the email, so it's like, it's good. I haven't done the ceremony, but I'm a master. A master of all things, a master of none. So we are skipping one. Sorry about that, but I do have some stuff we're going to broadcast on that night as a thank you. So tune in and watch our first attempts at green screening. They are awful.
I believe you mean awesome.
Awesomeful. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dork Tales. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.
All right. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Downstream.